Hello and welcome to Tabletalkers, Band of Iron. Somebody remind me what happened last time.
No. Because I don't remember.
We did a bunch of odd jobs around the... It's not... I can't even call it jobs. We did a bunch of odd things around the battleship. Mostly we just went around, talked to people, got resituated, got reintroduced. Hi, new Jodak. I met a couple of my partners. They don't like me. They really don't like me. And we got reacquainted. That's essentially all that we did last session.
Took some time to regroup after your last perilous encounter.
No, we were a new recruit to the Band of Iron.
Oh yeah, that too.
Talk that.
New guy.
Not quite yet though. He's gonna have problems.
He has problems. So potential new guy.
He's an active military member, and that causes diplomatic shitholes
He's
things.
gotta wait till he retires, or
we can give him enough money to retire, like right now.
Attica. He doesn't care about money.
Yeah, I know.
Get him honorably discharged. With an injury.
Or dishonorably discharged.
Sneak up behind him and break his legs.
Dishonorably discharged means he doesn't have any benefits from the country.
He's an adventurer with us. He will make more than he will ever need.
He's honorably discharged. The country might, take care of him, set him up for life, or something to that effect.
If he's dishonorably discharged, we'll take care of him and set him up for life.
Either way, he's good. He's good to go. He's set.
Jodak, if you didn't have inspiration, take it now. Because everybody likes
it.
to having a reroll every now and then. I already have it?
I did have it.
Man. Well, that sucks.
Sucks to suck.
That's fine. I don't need anything. I'm good.
Well, in that case, we'll just move on. So,
Shouldn't have opened your mouth, you'd have gotten a free thing.
What do I need?
I'm sure you'll figure it out as soon as something happens.
As soon as something happened, I'd be like, I wish I had that. Could I have got proficiency or something I don't have proficiency in?
That's happened before, yeah, but like, tell me now, so.
Yeah. I shouldn't have spoken. I got it.
You always find a way to fuck yourself.
I really do.
You guys are back in the Oasis town. The ship is getting prepared for it to jump.
Ow.
And as they are doing so, Vashnir, one of the soldiers, is going to approach you. And they are going to pipe up and say, Vashnir? For me? Hello?
Uh-oh.
Seems like you may not.
I may not.
God damn it. We just fixed this, you fucking piece of shit!
There may have been an overcorrection. Or the baby may have decided to raise hell. And he's currently fighting demons.
Medina? We hear something coming from your microphone.
Hello.
Background noises.
Just good.
Why?
Hi, there we go.
How in... Why in...
I didn't
Why in the...
do anything, and it just doesn't like me.
But I'm asking, why in the fuck do we always hear background noise long before we hear you? It makes no sense.
Because it has now made me a background character.
There's
The background noises have taken over. Yeah, man, this place is haunted. I don't fucking
Time to
know.
retire. Be a background character. I just make noises in the background.
When I was saying, it said, as you may.
We've been investigating those regenerator things from the ruin. and
Yes.
we found something in their blood. Do you care if we collect some samples from you? Since you seem to be kind of, and oh look at your significantly better than the day before burn marks from, blood.
Yes, take what you need.
Uh,
Just on.
I wasn't planning on
Don't
it. Come this way, please. There's a more sterile environment.
Alright.
And they lead you kind of into more like the bows of the bowels of the ship. You can see that there's like functionally a little like safe area that they've set up for like decontamination, shit like that. And as you step in there, there's a dusting of something over the both of you. There's a couple more seconds, and then they gotta open the next door. There's a person inside. This room here smells medical. And there is a person in here, unlike the normal uniforms, which is, the red and the black. This person has like a, it's like a off green. With, little red trimmings on it. They will look up and say, Vashner, I presume?
You correct.
Collect the sample and put it over here. You want information on what we found in the other things, just so you know what we're scanning for you for, or would you rather just
For the information.
know later on? Okay. Effectively from the ones that we've dissected of those, and you can kind of see off in the corner that there is like a pseudo glass looking container, and there's just one of their hands that's still a little twitchy. There's an additional living component in there that we found a little troublesome. We want to see if we can find the same one in you.
Is
to
there
exactly-
something I should be afraid about?
Have you felt any strange urges or thoughts that were not your own?
No, just a little more hungry, that's all.
Okay, watch that, but hopefully not. But if something does go weird, please try to inform people as quickly as possible. Over here.
Alright, I'll move towards them. Or move where they need me to go.
They gestured you to a seat. And then they have like some basic syringes and they do the blood thing. And then you heal up afterward. Okay, that should be all we need. Thank you.
Alright, I'll be on my way.
Yep.
Get your powder out of there.
Get out. Just collect all the magic parts of them while they're not looking. Everything will be fine. Working pretty well so far, actually. Don't tell anyone. But okay. You have the town, you know that they are planning on leaving here shortly-ish. But if there's any last minute things you guys want to do or go resupply on, or see if it's available, now's the time. Speak now or hold your peace.
I would
What?
absolutely love to go visit all the people who don't remember me
They
whatsoever.
don't remember you either. Visiting
What'd you
is
say
up.
there?
If there's anything you want to do, resupplies, things like that, speak now or hold your peace. You know that you're set to go on a more like direct route now.
I don't need to resupply for food and water. I have plenty. I don't need any of that stuff. No, I'm good.
have to resupply some of my bolts.
That's more of like a crafty thing, but if you tell people to do it, they can probably shop together like an extra 6.
Nice.
But that's an all-day thing. But you're basically just putting the order and not making things, so if there's anything else.
Nope, I'm good.
Alright. Actually?
No, just app was being dumb.
Oh. Alright.
My dogs are going stupid.
So in that case, come evening, the ship once again readies itself, rises out of the oasis that it has been docked in, and ports into the Sea of Stars. Landing in there and floating amongst it, the ship carries on its way.
Why are there suddenly like 4 people in my living room? What the fuck?
They're invading. Get your gun.
The fuck?
Let me roll for travesties in the Astral Sea.
Oh, wait, some people forgot some things they were going to do in the Sea of Stars.
Nobody forgot anything that we're gonna do in the Sea of Stars.
I have not forgotten. I'm just waiting.
You're just waiting.
We're gonna be in here for like a week anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Way up she rises.
The voyage commences.
Take your roll.
I did.
Make it bad.
Well, people apparently want to do stuff. I know if anything's happening and when it would be happening, so you guys have a few days.
I need to do stuff.
Summon your
I don't know
things.
what stuff
That's what you were going to do. Do it.
Oh, bad fuck.
Fucking shit.
I almost forgot. Okay, I see. Yeah, so I did. Yep.
Artemis is currently lizard.
And is licking his eyeballs.
Screw you, you wish you could.
No, I don't.
Only mild.
Just gonna snap.
No. Disappear.
Let's see how this goes.
Okay.
Ah, fucking drop my dice.
Trying to spawn a mountable creature in the Sea of Stars.
Stars. Jinx.
What could possibly go right?
Excellent query.
There you go.
Okay, well,
You're up next, Caleb.
roll a d12.
I'm dropping all my dice. That's my 12.
They're nervous.
Yep.
I'll say this is on day 1.
10.
Okay, 10. Roll another d12.
Yes. 4.
4. That's
And 4
unfortunate.
apricot.
Okay, so you take your time, focus on the energy that you used to summon Bartimus, and on the deck, how do I
Ow.
even describe this?
Flying spaghetti monster.
You're not wrong.
No, God, no.
Oh. Oh.
So, what it is looking it over, it's probably like a good 15 feet in every direction, so you made a goddamn mess. And what spawns is this pitch black, save for small pinpricks of light, like almost jellyfish-like creature. But you can see that, like, at the end of the jellyfish tendrils, there's little, like, grabby things. However,
Flat.
it's currently flat because it is boneless and doesn't do well out of the water.
Sounds like a smushed beholder.
Barnabas is currently just the jellyfish on the deck in need of assistance.
What's he saying?
There's a lot.
Fuck that up.
There's a lot, but effectively it boils down to I cannot move.
Just gonna,
You can see the tendrils just kind of flirting.
gonna snap my fingers. I'm sorry.
Try it again next time. This one? Maybe? Maybe not?
Am I rolling again?
Well, that'd be the next day. Other things have to happen first.
Caleb, are you gonna summon your thing?
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for.
I was waiting on that to finish, and I got distracted by Spaghetti Monster.
Blurg.
I have a quick question for Eric
Yeah.
before I do it. If I use the spell slot at a higher level, will I get stronger things, or will my strength be approximately the same?
Stronger things.
Sick. I'll cast Conjure Animals at 5th level then.
Jesus.
To get a little random thing.
Alright. Well, the pool is significantly larger now.
It's blurb spiders.
Fucking
maybe.
shit. They're gonna be blink dogs. It's gonna be nothing but blink dogs.
So just because it's a good system, roll a d12.
Or displacer beasts even.
7.
7?
What's a displacer beast? Is that what you just
Okay.
said?
One
I'll
more.
look it up.
D12.
It's like a big ass cat with a fucking snake on its for a tail that teleports around and hurts you.
7 and a 4. Okay. What does that line up with?
7
At 5th
dire
level.
jellyfish.
But no, he's doing the singular spawn.
I know. I know. It was
Okay.
a joke.
Okay. I don't like that. But fine. Alright. Beyond what you managed to summon is probably just a 10 foot by 10 foot creature, so it's large, but it's not absolutely monstrous. The body seems more like almost like slug-like, but you can tell that it has like a hard, almost like plated carapace around it. Additionally, it kind of rises up and has like almost the facsimile of arms above the slug body. There's probably like 6 on either side. But instead of ending in like hands and having elbows and whatnot, they are definitely more like tendril-esque with the same like grabby things that the jellyfish had. Additionally, at the top there is a mouth and like a head, but you can't really see any eyes, and the mouth itself seems to be the entirety of the head. It's gaping maw, kind of just sitting there almost like a leech, with like a row of like a lamprey-like mouth at the top of it.
Ew.
Ah.
Cool. I will call you Steven.
If the time comes to actually stat this motherfucker out, remind me of this.
Will do.
I need to know tentacles and I need to know mouth thing.
Okay.
For sure.
Give him the slurp.
I mean, you don't really know what it does. It may drain.
I'm pretty sure that's what it's gonna do.
Just for your information, if he would have, with Conjure Animals, him casting it at a 5th level slot, he should have created 2 of those, unless you're choosing something else.
No, he's doing a different thing entirely. Functionally, his legendary artifact with his cloak there lets him go, instead of doing the spell, I'm just going to draw upon the energy of the area and see what I can get.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's similar to... Stella, go lay down, you dog.
Okay, so this is day 1. You guys aren't entirely sure how many days you're going to be in this, but if there's nothing else, then we will proceed to the next day.
Step 2. 12.
Okay? And one more.
That's another 12.
That's stupid.
Like,
No, I got you. Man. Okay, well, first and foremost, it's floating. Secondly, it looks kind of like a flatfish, except the ends of it are like hardened and sharpened. It looks kind of like a fish version of the Green Goblin magic flying board. Kind of. More of like, whatever the hell they're called. What is it called? What are the flatfish called?
I think it's just called a flatfish.
They're just called flatfish.
I don't remember. But it looks like one of those, except it's just kind of in the air a bit. It's a larger size. It looks like it could maybe hold you and one other person. But distressingly, looking around, it has like a bunch of holes around its front part, but you can't really see a mouth. And there is a singular eye in the dead center, like, center of its front.
That's kind of creepy thinking about it.
A little bit. As it soars around the top of the deck, you can hear a faint whistling.
Are you okay, Bartimus?
You get the sensation back of it feels strange.
I'll see what you can do.
Just going to leave them the hovery thing.
Actually, no, I'm gonna try one more time. See what I get.
He's fine.
Just keep in mind what you summon, because you can summon more later.
Well, he can't manually call things back. He has to get lucky each time.
Never mind, I'll shut up.
Now, the other summoner can manually call things back.
I have a
He
question.
can now summon tiny versions of all the things he's just seen.
Theoretically. Yeah.
Could I summon all the things I've seen Bartimus be?
No, because the spirit that has to transform into them has not assumed those shapes.
Okay. Was curious.
Fair question. But no, it's not a you have seen it, it's a it has been it.
Gotcha.
It is day 2 if you want to try again, though.
I mean, day 3.
Well, that was day 2 for your weird bladed flatfish thingy that you've sent to the void.
Oh,
Now,
Day
Alien gets
two.
day 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, day 2 for the Pokemon trainer over here.
I mean, could be worse.
Do you want me to keep track of my spell slots I'm using for this stuff?
Overall, yeah, just in case something occurs, but nothing should occur.
Okay.
But this
then
is
I'll do
another
the
day,
third
so you...
level.
No, you should be back to having a 5th level spell slot.
I have 2 5th levels, so I'll do it again at 5th.
Well, you've had a long rest since your last attempt.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so you gain back your 5th level spell slot from day 1 into day 2.
Yep.
Gotcha. And I will once again use it at 5th level.
Alright. D12.
9.
9. Okay. Roll it again.
8.
8. Oh. Gotcha. Okay. So here's what you spawn. It is a smaller creature, like, it's tiny, like probably about the size of a house cat. It rises up, it's got like 4 little crab legs, like at each like corner of it. It's kind of like a square-ish bottom to it. And then, like almost haphazardly connected to that bit, it looks almost like a round virus shape. If you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And you can see some of the weird little pinpricks at the end of it, just weird dark ichor just kind of dripping down from it. As it is now scuttling around and kind of terrifying the people with scuttles near.
You're glad you can't turn into that.
It looks like a heather. I'll call it heather.
You can see that where the ichor kind of drops, there is like a light, like it has a weird interaction with the stuff that it drips on.
Gross. I want to get rid of it.
That's fair. The people in charge of keeping things clean, well, thank you.
I want it gone. It's gross.
Does the ichor remain behind?
For a little bit, yeah.
Noted.
Do keep in mind that you can... There's some variation of stuff that we've either talked about or I've mentioned. Where if you want to summon a familiar, you can choose from the creatures that you have assembled. Just like a tiny familiar variant of it. For Caleb.
Yeah,
Because familiars are nice to have.
they are.
Okay, we'll call that day 2. Dean is ready. On to day 3.
Okay, what is me with this fucking rolling doubles?
Oh,
I got double 7.
double 7. 2 stars. Your thingy there has to be a mount. Got that. I don't know how else to describe this.
Everything's so.
Well, you're summoning shit in the astral sea.
You're in the sea of stars where shit is always weird. There is no 2 ways about it. Anyway, I'll be right back.
Okay. This thing has too many legs. Okay. It has 8 of them. But 2 of them are being held in front of it, more like appendages, like hands or like manipulators. 4 of them are on the ground, and 2 of them are like webbed and finned. For like swimming, you can guess. It's a larger sized creature because mount, but it looks like it could really only fit you on it. It also doesn't seem to have any method of flying, but gauging by how it's walking around, it can probably spider climb with relative ease. The body itself looks almost crustacean. It's like a weird mix between eel and crustacean.
Is this like a mantis shrimp?
No. It's less krilly / shrimpy than that. It's almost like a weird, like, long, like, standing crab thing. It's not wide, but it's tall.
It's cleaning its eyes, isn't it?
It's what?
Cleaning its eyes.
About that, it doesn't seem to have any. And you can tell that there is some sort of like mouth thing, like in the front part where the grabber appendages are. It's also very strangely fast as it's skittering around.
It's creeping everybody out, isn't it?
Everything is. But at this point in time, it's just a daily show.
Yeah. Oh.
You probably wonder what the hell is underneath those waters.
You're slowly getting an answer. One creature at a time.
You know what? I got a feeling the next one's gonna be the one.
Despawn. Okay, next on the Nightmare Parade.
Pokemon time.
Banana.
I think this is more Monster Rancher, because there's so many of them.
What'd you get there,
Told
kid?
number 1.
Yep.
And
8.
after being quiet again.
8. And
4.
4. 8, 4. Well, I guess it was bound to happen. You know what a bobbit worm is?
No.
Google search that.
Oh. Oh.
Got that fuck, yeah.
Alright,
Kill it with fire.
now that you know what a bobbit worm is, add a couple more appendages coming out the mouth part that seem to be like long tendrily things, like, almost kind of like feelers, and then give it centipede legs.
Ew.
And then finish that all off with a like shell coating that's like slightly gooey and textured like almost to look like tar.
Adorable.
No,
Look at it. It's adorable. Look at
it's
it.
not.
That's a bobbit worm with wings.
Sometimes you just gotta
Disgusting.
showcase some real life abomination.
Okay, why did I see one that someone drew as a mermaid?
It's beautiful.
I tried to deviant
God.
it.
Well, bobbit worms live at the bottom of like the sea or whatever, I think.
Yep.
Oh, no wonder it's ugly. It's in the fucking ocean.
It lives in darkness. It doesn't need to be pretty.
I've seen these a lot. What?
Well, as interesting as that is,
I want it gone.
It stops skittering around the deck.
I want it gone.
I need to talk to you.
But it's
Yeah.
so cute.
Day 3, Jodak talks to someone. Who are you going to talk to?
I said I need to talk to Peon.
Okay.
I kinda need to steal your armor, quote unquote, off of you. I can go give you that enhancement you wanted.
Oh, yeah.
Mildly disturbing.
I think it is more than mildly disturbing.
Oh, come now, it's fine.
I'm trying to be nice, okay?
It's okay.
Trying to be nice.
I think I'll call this one James.
Hey.
Accurate.
Now that's just uncalled for.
I will take off my armor and give it to Jodek.
You said you wanted a weapon, so whatever weapon you want. If you have any preferences on what you want this stuff to do, please tell me now.
I hand you a dagger, and then I ask God a question for clarification.
I have to say what?
If I put displacement on this dagger, can I throw it to teleport to where it landed?
That would have to be a whole lot of it. Functionally, how it works is...
Displacement will allow it to teleport back to you.
Well, yes, that's the easy thing. Now, if you had an entire suit, like along all of your armor made out of it, then maybe. But due to its nature, it really only affects smaller things, unless, like I said, you're walking around in pure diamond armor.
Gotcha. Then no, I have no preference for what you put upon these.
Fair enough. I'll just go for my own discretion. Got it.
Have fun.
Got it. I'll find something to do. Have fun with your... I'm gonna call it summoning.
I hope y'all didn't hear that.
We didn't.
Good. My dog was just sitting at the floor, like right at the door to my fucking game room here, and then heard someone close a door outside, and then just went, "I'm loud now!"
Protect.
Crazy ass dogs.
You're free to move on to the next day if you wish.
I thought you were going to try to make things.
I'm going to go to the drawing board till I can go try to make things.
Then that
I have
involves
to be
rolls, and then I
On
know
all
how
of this.
long it's gonna take, and then we can see if you're done or not. After X amount of time.
Fair enough. Since I know what I want to put on the armor, I want to give it a ton of healing stuff. Since I can't remember what the broken gems do. I didn't write a note anywhere saying what it does.
We haven't figured that out yet.
Oh, he has.
Yes, we
Oh,
have.
yeah? Okay.
I just don't remember where I put it. And I know what it does. I just don't remember where I put it. It's annoying. So, I'm just gonna put a bunch of, what is it, emeralds for healing?
Yeah.
On his stuff?
What, by a bunch, do you mean like the safe amount you give the crafters, like the 2d4 amount, or how much?
No, not the safe amount. Never the safe amount. Why go safe?
No. Because you normally craft it without fucking things up.
2d4 worth it.
It's out of combat healing.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'll just give him the 2d4 then.
Okay.
That way I can save some of my emeralds and my materials.
Then that'll be 70 gold worth of each.
70? Okay.
So that's 140 gold.
Minus 140 gold.
Of course, it's not taking out of your gold cost, it's coming out of your jewels and stuff. And on your
You did
moonstone.
not give me an amount. You just gave me 4 sorted bags. Well, you gave me 5,
I
but...
gave you assorted bags of a gold amount.
Nope.
Yeah,
They never had
I
a gold
remember that.
amount.
Are you sure?
No, you didn't.
Yep. The sorted bags never had a gold amount. We just had 5 bag-o gems apiece. But I mean, I just used them as diamonds to revive somebody, so that's 300 apiece. So.
Yeah.
I'll say you have enough for your creation on the 70 of each in that one.
Okay, so I'll just remove a bag and be happy with that. Or
Say half a
if
bag.
I've... You just gave me assorted gems.
I'd still say half a bag.
half a bag. Oh, you said half a bag. I thought you said if they have a bag.
Nope, that is what he said. Half a bag.
I don't hear too good. But okay.
And then there is a roll.
No. There is a roll. What is this roll?
It's your
That there it is.
proficiency.
I was trying to remember what I named it. 25.
Okay. And are you starting on the other inscription project?
No. No, I am not.
Okay.
It's because I want to go find that other thing that I can't remember the name of it is.
So assuming you work pretty much at this, you get the idea you can probably manage this. Not tonight, but maybe tomorrow night it'll be done.
Here we go.
Okay.
I just didn't want to forget about it in the midst of that was going on.
Screaming is scary.
And now I know what a bobbit worm is.
They're great.
I kind of wish I didn't know.
Anything else for the
come
day?
on now.
Once, twice? Okay. There is one more thing for the day. Vashnir. The person that took your blood the other day is gonna go find you. Vashnir? Don't know if you're there. Idana, can you respond? Shit.
Hello.
Hello.
We good? Here we go. Fucking thing.
I think it's just a matter of me having the worst timing in the universe. Okay. You are found by the person that took your blood the other day.
Alright.
You might want to come and take a look at this. We have found something.
Alright, I'll follow you.
Okay. Follow them back into the clean room. If you'll take a look through this, and they functionally have some sort of like an optics thing to actually like pseudo telescope, but not quite a telescope. Not a telescope. Microscope. Pseudo microscope.
Okay.
You look through it. What was currently on there is stuff from the hand. You look through it and you can see the blood droplet that they have on there. And kind of like inside of it, you can see these small somethings going around and like almost repairing the things that they're running into. And the one that I'm about to put on there is yours.
You going to look at it?
If you want to.
With that tone, I think I should.
Okay. You give it a look and you can see much the same, it's just significantly fewer of them.
Huh.
So gauging by their behavior, you've picked up a parasite, but it seems to be a mutually beneficial relationship.
Sure need to that space station sandwich.
Yeah, you shouldn't have ate that space station sandwich, but actually you definitely should have because it did really good things. Let's be honest here. Fry got really mad at the space worms and he had no reason to. So you may want
Is
to...
there any record of these things?
Well, no, because the stuff from that outpost hadn't really been explored on account of, you know, the desert being what it is and it just being an outpost.
Probably also not knowing that it was there.
That's the desert being what it is.
Yeah.
But unless you begin to feel some cognitive problems, they haven't done anything to make me think that they're trying to overly assimilate. It looks like they're actively trying to live alongside. There's actually I managed to get one of the more magically inclined in here, and they were able to super blow up an image of them if you want to see that. But it looks kind of gnarly, so maybe just tiny specks is better for your mental well-being. Up to you, honestly.
Out of the stuff that's already been summoned, might as well take a look at it.
Okay. You gotta take a look at it, and... Ah, fuck, I forgot what they're called. I'm having a brain fart. I think that a water bear's technical name is like a tardigrade, right?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, they're so cute. I like water bears.
Well, you say that. It's a mix between a tardigrade and a centipede.
I think you just sold him on the tardigrade aspect of it.
So, like, it's a little fat, but it's still got, like, the little skitteriness of the bug.
I can live with that.
Well, they're gonna live with you.
Yay.
Just thought you should be aware, just in case, you know, get disintegrated or something. That there's additional biomass along with your... Well, I say additional creatures, but we're all tons of different microbiomes, and properly explaining that's gonna take all day. Yours has been irrevocably altered. Let's say that.
Got me my arm back.
Yeah. And also healed your burn wounds.
Nice.
So, I don't know. Treat them well, that's fine.
You really don't have much of a choice.
Well, you did say you were hungrier than normal, so...
Oh,
Eat.
shit.
But, that's your thing. It's been examined now.
Alright.
And
Let's
full
go,
up
little
with-
buddies.
Yeah, you enjoy that. You head out.
Alright.
Sometimes you just gotta enjoy the space worms.
Shit, if they're I'd take them, fuck.
I mean, look at all they do. And in return, what? They ask for 1/6000th of a sandwich each day? Fuck, yeah.
That'd be great.
That's that. If there's nothing else, we will move on to the next day.
Alright. Roll more
Again,
dice.
have nothing.
I have to ask, you never know. Because sky ships and traveling through the Sea of Stars, it's fast travel, but it's also a downtime generator, which can be
Yes.
incredibly useful.
I mean, the only thing I can really do is make weapon better, and I don't really want to invest in that right now. I don't have enough to properly invest into that at the moment.
There. Next day, summoners, if you want to summon, you may do so.
Alright. Okay, how's a 12 and an 11?
Just a moment, I'm answering Thaddeus on a question on how the inert stuff works.
Oh.
I finally found my notes. Yay. I didn't find them. I just went back in the messages.
You found them?
I cheated.
That's normal.
Considering I've used this before, and I've subtracted an amount from my stockpile, and have no clue what I used this on, I am mildly concerned.
Recursed, reversed. Okay, 12 and what? Medina, your die rolls were what?
Oh, 12, 11.
11, okay.
Yeah, 12, 11.
That's stupid. But glorious, but stupid. Okay. Okay. You summon in Bartimus, and they're another, like, aquatic-looking creature. This one is also suspended above the ground. They're larger, but they look kind of almost like a, almost like a hammerhead. Except, like, a bit more, like, robust and dark across all of it. Additionally, instead of like a normal fin at the back, it has like I don't remember what they're called. You know, like the ancient sea shrimp almost looking thing? I don't want to say nautilus, but whatever they're called, the little spiral things that float weird.
Oh, this is the right word.
Is it the right word?
Yes.
We should know. We've had to deal with Nautiluses quite a bit in fucking Stardew.
Yeah, I was thinking none of the shelf. It's a little spiral thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But functionally, instead of like a proper tail, it ends in like a weird little nautilus shell. And you can like almost see a faint like energy coming from the back of it. And then for lack of a better term, using that, they just kind of putter through the sky, air in front of you.
I think I'm gonna keep this one.
The front is actually like proper shark too. It's got the teeth.
Yeah.
Artemis is having a slight problem because it can't land. It doesn't know what to do.
Ow.
Okie dokie. Next summoner.
4, 3,
At what level?
5th.
Okay. Okay. You summon it, and it's a really big clam. Like probably about like dog-sized clam. It is currently closed, and it has a darker shell. Everything in the sea is dark because it's made out of inky black void.
I'd say I was hoping for a little bit more Cthulhu-y.
Can I get the clam to open?
You instruct it to open. It does so, and as it does so, it shoots out a burst of like dark energy, like over the deck, toward like not hitting anybody.
Oh. Okay. You can close your mouth now, clam.
It does so.
I like this one. I don't know what that was, but I like it.
Also, you wanted more Cthulhu? Do you not remember the first thing he summoned?
Probably not.
Mouth slug. What I put in my notes.
It's got 6 tendrils, slug body, fucking lamprey mouth. Horrifying.
I think I was being talked to by other people while that was happening.
Awesome.
And now I have big clam and lots of notes that say remind Arik to stat.
It's a lot of math, and I had to
Potential
figure
for,
it out.
like, 3 more.
Understandable.
The party's going to be informed that on the morrow they're going to be stopping in for a day just to get things like cooled down and working in better order. Because they do not want to slightly go too far and run the risk of that week happening.
Fair.
Jodak, end of the day, you finished the project you were working on.
Cool. I don't know if there's a precedence for this, but I don't remember what the ruling was. How do you go about adding effects onto something that already has a running effect? Is it harder DC?
It's harder to do. If the effects clash, they just won't work. And you basically have to make a check to see if you can get the moonstone and stuff off of it, and then another check to see if you can put it all back on there.
I see. Okay. Just asking. If I completed this, then it sounds like I should go give it back to Peon before we go off. And he actually needs it. He might potentially need it.
Having my armor would be nice. Thank you.
But I also kind of don't want to give it to you.
I know where
Why
you
not?
sleep.
Because there's more things I want to add on to it. Just because. Proof of concept, you know?
I'll let you do more stuff with it afterwards, but if we're going on short vacation, I would like my clothing.
You're right, short vacation. I'll let you here, take this, and I haven't worked on your dagger.
That's
I already
okay.
have this special dagger that I'm not using, so you could have this as well if you want it.
Sure.
You're gonna need to be a hell of a lot more descriptive than this special dagger.
This is my initial testing dispersal diamond dagger.
That all it has on
Should
it?
have yeah, that's all it has on it.
Okay. So
Not a
functionally,
whole lot, but it's something.
he just handed you a dagger that you can throw and then will return to you.
Nice. Ready trick dagger.
And its matching glove. It can affix.
Matching glove. Yeah, matching gloves.
Not a whole lot, but it's better than nothing. In my opinion, of course.
I also think it's better than nothing. And if you want to continue experimenting with some stuff, I can give it back to you when we get back on the ship, or even give you more stuff. I have more stuff you can experiment on.
Plenty of stuff to experiment on. Just, I'm trying to think of what would work best for you.
There.
What is something that you could actually use? Speaking of, the armor set, you can apply a healing effect to yourself, essentially, or others. You can just heal them
Armor sets are explicitly to self.
to self. Fair enough.
That's 2d4 of healing, correct?
Uses an action, heals you 2d4. It doesn't have like a limit on it, so basically whenever you're out of combat, just use that like 8 times on yourself and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay, sick.
Same thing I put on my armor. So I thought if I'm good enough for me, good enough for you, right?
Yeah. I would say so.
You aren't gonna summon back that worm thing, are you?
I mean, not right now. Maybe later.
Wherever we're going. I don't think most people will take kindly to that. So
I mean, if it's not necessary, no.
just a thought. That's all. That's all it is.
Entirely selfish reasons for you saying that, you piece of shit.
What do you mean selfish reasons?
You just don't want him to summon it back.
It was creepy for me. And I'm a brain. Imagine what normal people will think about this. I don't want to have to deal with that. That's all. I'd rather not terrify a bunch of townsfolk as we're trying to help them deal with their problems.
I make no promises about the worm.
If it is necessary, don't worry about it. Go for it. If not, try to rein yourself, is all I'm saying. Just be aware of your surroundings.
Can I use
Or don't.
Find Familiar to make us tiny one of the worms right now?
Yeah.
Sick. I'll do that with my cloak.
Make a tiny one.
Awesome. I love it.
I forgot you could do that.
I love it. Great. That's fucking great. Oh.
Alright, okay. Good to go. I'm gonna stand over there now.
Okay. And I wave.
Alrighty.
Bird friend is friend. Worm friend may not be friend.
What?
Worm friend is terrifying.
Most unsettled by the thing based on a real fucking creature.
The other things have, suspension of disbelief. This, I can relate to something real that I can look at, that I know exists, and I wonder how it moves. And I don't want to think about how it moves.
Faster than you think.
A whole lot faster than you know.
Can my familiar just start crawling behind Jodak all day?
Yeah.
Sick.
Jodak's bird doesn't like it. But you can do very little about it.
Oh, this is great.
You have found another way to torment me. Great. This will be on my mind all day. All day.
It's just a tiny worm that's following you around with its many legs.
It has too many legs.
You look over at it, the camera gets hyper-realistic for approximately 2 seconds. And goes back.
Far too many legs.
Who are you to decide how many legs is too many legs?
It is my own personal opinion, as someone with 6 legs, that 6 legs is the most number of legs things should have.
6
Those spiders
legs?
are strange.
You have
Spiders
4.
are horrifying.
6 legs?
I have
have
2 legs
4,
in
Jodak.
Mitsu. I have 4. That's
No,
brain.
has 2.
Brain
Brain has 4.
Brain has 4, but they're not.
Does it have 4?
You're not sitting up there like curled up in a. It's just brain.
Creatures with 6 legs seem somewhat passive. Alright, they're not too horrifying. 8
Oh, the
legs
ants.
is when people start. Yeah. And how many people are afraid of ants?
Many.
No one.
A lot less than there actually should be.
And there's a lot more people who are terrified of spiders. Not to mention centipedes and millipedes and all the peds.
Well, to be fair, there's a lot more people that are just afraid of insects in general. That includes spiders and bugs and cockroaches.
Spiders are arachnids.
I know. That's why I said spiders and bugs.
Okay. I see.
Thanks for joining our biology seminar.
Science. It's easier than math.
Its mouth looks like a trapped jaw ant, and I don't like it, but I also love it.
It looks like that because it is that.
That's what I thought. And I'm still not a fan, but I also love it at the same time.
But it's fish.
It eats fish.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
It sometimes eats bigger fish than it is.
All right. Fascination with sea creatures moving along.
The ocean's terrifying.
I love the ocean.
I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm done.
The next day, the ship does its vibrating thing, and then you find yourselves. Well, the first thing that hits you is the smell. It's very acidic and like a little like swampy, like more so than you're really ready to deal with. But looking around, you really can't see much. It looks like the ship has apparated in some sort of a cavern of some type, underground somewhere.
It's like sulfur, like a volcano.
It's not sulfury. It's like, I can't think of the word. You know, like catching a whiff of like chlorine or pool shock or something like that?
Yes.
Kind of like that.
Okay.
And the ship has come to rest in this cavern. And you see people running about, taking care of things.
Okay.
Anything go help them with?
If you're offering assistance, then they'll direct you over to the side of the boat where you can see that there's like some harnesses and ropes set up at the top. And you can see people tying themselves off and heading down the sides.
Sounds like I need to tie myself off and start rappelling down.
Okay.
Just following the lead.
You do so and get down to the bottom, and you can see that there are some, like, almost barnacle-looking things, and other stuff kind of like lodging themselves on the bottom of the ship that they're scraping off.
I didn't bring a
See
tool
this?
down
I'll
with me.
also assist.
Okay.
Good thing magic daggers do not chip
They do not.
too well. So magic swords, go.
But you're doing ship work.
I'm earning my keep.
Okay. Other than that, unless somebody wants to, like, roleplay asking questions and stuff like that, it'll be explained what's going on. Going once, twice? Okay. Basically you're told that the navigator needs a bit of a rest. They need to make sure that the propulsion systems are still doing what they're supposed to be doing and not like overheating or some shit like that. Making sure all the Magitech stuff is still in one piece and not exploding. Stuff to ensure that long voyages can continue.
There.
And also cleaning off anything that managed to grab its way on during your journey.
Again, fair.
All that's probably gonna take about a day before they're confident that the navigator's all rested up. Ready to go again.
Okay.
Additionally, you are told that if you really want to, you can go explore the cavern for a little bit. Probably not too far. They haven't really established an outpost this deep out. But you never know what you're gonna find. Seems unnecessarily dangerous, but you never know.
Just died. We don't need to run the risk of one of us who can't come back dying. I say no.
But adventure. Exploration.
You just died. That's what I say to both of those responses. You literally just died.
As you're both sitting there, scrubbing off weird little barnacle things.
I wish I could argue against that, but I can't. But you never know what we could find. You never know, we could find another soul gem somewhere, potentially.
We don't need one. And we can't pick them up anyway.
We cannot. No, we can't. We can give it to one person on the crew or something.
No.
Or I might choose someone.
No. It's not a good enough excuse.
We can find some more moonstone or a special gem that'll do special things for.
And that's not
crafting.
worth risking our lives.
There could be someone trapped down there that needs rescuing.
Then they did it to themselves.
And then they would owe you a life debt.
That's not what I'm here for.
We could find another you. Shut up.
Think of the content.
You're joking,
Also
right?
not
We just spent an
what I'm
hour and
here
15
for.
minutes summoning different random monster things. I think that we've burned that bridge long ago.
Speaking of summoning things, can I summon another thing because we're in a new environment now?
You can.
I would love to at 3rd level, though.
3rd level?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll dice.
2 and 10.
Okay. Let me real quick just make sure I understand exactly what environment it is you're currently at. Okay. So, what you managed to summon is actually a more familiar shaped creature, oddly. You summon a probably like really like tiger-sized spider. And it's struck through with like this glowing green, like almost vein system in it.
Heck yeah. I immediately want to go show it to Tadori.
Get her. I mean, I can just spider its way down the thing if you really want to.
Yeah, but if it's by itself, I feel like Tadori will just
Hit it in the face.
kill it.
Yeah.
So I would like to ride on top of my spider.
Okay, you hold on tight.
Hello.
Hi, you gonna help?
Can my spider reach to the bottom of the thing?
It can go to where they are.
Then yeah, I'll help. Sure.
We were just talking about spiders. Now you have a giant spider. Why? Just why?
Why not?
Instructing the creature to help, it seems to be able to secrete some sort of acid stuff through its fangs and actually like fling it as a pseudo ranged attack.
I like
Indeed.
to pet my spider.
It's hairy.
Good gender neutral
Spider.
animal.
That can spit acid.
Not that uncommon.
No, it's not. But I didn't want to see one today. That's all.
You told me not to summon the worm. This is not the worm.
The spider is arguably better.
He's got you there.
The spider is at least somewhat acceptable.
Well, to my knowledge, you never de-summon the worm.
Familiar.
No, the worm's still following Jodak.
I'm
Glad
just
that thing's
blocking
gone.
it out, ignoring it.
Oh, that thing's gone. Hey, what the fuck?
You can't go far anyway. So what's a little bit of exploring? It's
No.
just a little bit.
You go by yourself.
I don't want to go by myself.
I'm not going.
I
You're
would
not going
just
by
die.
yourself. But you won't be going by yourself. My worm's with you.
But there you go. There's a good enough reason to leave.
It chitters, which sends this slight like reverberating crack as it does so throughout the empty cavern.
I want to give it a lollipop because I think it's hungry.
Okay. It
No,
takes
Eric's
it
just,
and
what
it's...
what do I do with this?
Well, I'm trying to figure it out because I haven't seen them eat and I don't want to imagine it. So what I'm going to have happen...
Faces of the fish.
is-
Put their little claws into the
So
gills
what I'm
and
going to
hold them
have
there.
happen is I'm gonna say that the two big mouth things, like the pincers on it, are just gonna like pseudo gently grab it. And the little tendril things that it has are just gonna kinda go over your lollipop for God knows how long.
Yeah, that's absolutely not disturbing at all.
absolutely not how that thing normally eats.
Doesn't care. Also not one-to-one nettling.
No, absolutely not. I'm just saying.
Tell me if I may fast forward to the next day, or what's happening.
After we're done here, I'm good to go.
But my adventure.
Whine about it to Vashner. I'm too busy doing other things.
I just gotta finish this job and then stay on the ship. See what else I can go help with.
As will I. And my spider.
You do some various odd jobs. And then next day rolls around. Or next 24-hour period rolls around, really, because you're just stuck in eternal darkness the entire time. They have somebody that goes around and places the lamp so you kind of know what time it is, or should be, or feels like it should be. One poor motherfucker has a watch and he's just setting everything. Regardless. Ship gets itself ready. And it shunts itself back into the Sea of Stars. The journey continues. Venus typing. Playing with the dogs. Okay, fair. Well, unless you're resummoning things, it shouldn't be you heavy for right now. Does anybody have anything in particular that they're wanting to do for the next leg of the journey? They explain it's going to be an extra, 3 or 4 days.
I guess I can use this time for my experiment.
Don't know what that means.
I mean, adding something else onto Peon's suit of armor, or whatever its armor thing is. The last thing I enchanted.
Ah.
But that's all that I would have.
Well, that's going to be an inscription check.
I will just play with my warm familiar
Okay.
and not summon things so you don't have to stat a bunch of things.
I'm not statting things till it comes to combat with them. Or we're off the thing and I just have time to sit there and forget about it later. Because I will forget.
Trying to think how I want to.
In the meantime, Thaddeus, give me a inscription dice roll and then tell me what the fuck it is you're doing.
Brain, tired. James can't think when brain is tired. You said the navigator needed a rest period?
Yes.
I'm guessing they're not going to tell me what's up with that?
Probably not. You can try.
They've been withholding information a lot. I'm not going to try to bother with that right now. I guess the only thing I can really do is try to throw more moonstone at my problem of not having enough damage on my fucking short swords.
Okay, so Thaddeus, give me an amount and make your inscription check.
What was the next level after 70? 105, I think?
It varies. Just tell me what it is you're willing to risk.
I'm gonna go 105 because I think that was the next level,
Okay.
and I think that's a good enough even number that I could easily subtract it from my list.
Go for it.
Yeah. 27.
Okay, so what exactly are you playing with here?
The inert crystals.
Okay. So is that... Okay, what's the total stuff on this thing that you're playing with right now?
Explain.
How...
Currently, this thing has the 70 words of moonstone, 70 words of emerald for the healing effect. I'm just adding on
So it's
another
got the
effect
70
in
emerald
the
and
inert.
you're trying to toss how much extra on it?
105.
An entire 105 extra to the thing it had before. Correct?
Yes.
Meaning it's, instead of 105, it's 175.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm not adding extra emerald, but I'm
that
adding
doesn't
extra
matter.
material. Okay. Just double checking.
Okay, so 175 attempt.
Yes.
You may make your attempt.
He did. He
Attempt
rolled
to
like a
27.
27.
Okay. You want to roll your psychic die?
Yes, I do. Because I can. My psychic die has gone up to that number. That is now one. At 6 to 127. What is that? 33?
33. 33 is a very good check.
And I need to remove this second die from that. I already did.
So what you are ending off with is... one effect is going to be able to have a D10 to it, and the other one's going to have a D12.
I'll give the inert thing the D12, healing the D10.
Okay. In the 3 days you can manage that. It's difficult. You can tell that you get really close to breaking everything a couple times. And the other thing? Go on.
Nothing. That was just a in my head comment.
Okay.
Thinking out loud.
And James, you had something?
I, like I said, wanted to try and upgrade, I guess, the damage with just straight moonstone on the radiant short sword.
That will not work,
Hopefully-
as it has been described.
Okay, so the inscription has to do other things. Okay,
It needs
so I can only do
both types.
that on. I can only do that on the using just moonstone on the enchanted thing.
Yes.
Okay, that makes more sense. I'm guessing it would be extremely difficult to upgrade it from 2d4 to 2d6.
Not particularly, but difficult
I just
enough to
don't-
be iffy.
I want it to be 2d6 so I don't have to separate damage types out by 2d4.
Believe me, I understand.
I want that,
But
but
just-
I don't think I have the rolls required for that.
I make no comment. I can't comment on that.
No, I know you can't comment on that. It's just a thought in my head.
Because going in with nothing is gonna make you feel really foolish. I understand.
I'm gonna go for it. I don't know how much I need to use. I don't have the table that Thaddeus has.
What are you
I'll
willing to
do
put into it?
To
To tell me the totals.
What's the base for 2d4?
2d4 is 70,
2d4 is 70.
and that's of each thing.
So if I put 70 more in it, it'll be 140.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just put 70 more in it, see what that does. Of each.
Okay. So part 1 is you have to deconstruct.
So it's not adding 2, it's taking away from and adding more. Oh, fuck, shit.
Well, no, you
Yeah, I
still
don't know
keep
how
your
this shit
70. You
works.
just gotta unmake it, then you can put it all back on there. You can't just...
Oh, okay. I understand. Do I roll to unmake, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unmaking's not too hard, and I forgot about it whenever Thaddeus did his thing.
Unmake is a 19 total.
Okay, you manage it.
Yay. Now the real roll.
Yes.
Oh, I don't like this.
140 each, right?
It was...
Just making
Because
sure
you
you're
said
keeping with that number.
Yeah, you said I keep the 70 on and I just have to unmake to remake.
Yeah, but
So I'm adding 72, so it's 140 each, yes.
Okay.
Total.
because now you can control how much you put on there, because you have 140 total of stuff.
Yeah.
And let's just say all of your gem bags are 300 GP worth.
I don't have any gem bags, I just have 600 GP.
That
worth
just
mixed
across
gems.
the board, your gem bags are 300 GP worth. Once they're gone, they're gone. You can
Yeah,
use them for
all of
whatever
them
the
are
hell.
gone.
Until such time.
I used them all to revive people.
Yeah.
And only one came back.
Also, yeah.
I'm at 460 now. So that's easy. That number. But the roll for the other rune crafting bit was 23.
To recreate with
Probably.
140 each, sticking with
Yeah.
140. Final call.
That's, I have to.
Okay.
Because that's the only thing that's gonna upgrade anything.
Okay. 23, you said?
Yeah, that's about as good as I can get.
I hate to say it, but you played with too much material.
Yeah. I figured.
And probably about day 2, as you are making things, whatever one it is that you're currently working with, it just sparks up, and the current kind of rips through the moonstone, and it leaves it all kind of charred and inert.
So that's 140 in dirt now.
Well, 140 of each.
No, it's 70 of each for 140 total.
Okay, so you were playing with 70, you weren't playing with 140.
No, it was 140 total on the thing.
Okay, at 70, that's just 2d4.
Yeah, but you said it stays, so I wanted to upgrade the 2d4.
Well, then you couldn't have put back just 70.
Okay. Fuck.
You needed to put a higher number on.
Okay.
Otherwise, you can just remake it into 2d4 worth.
I don't know how this works.
Took off 70, you need to put on 140 if you're trying to upgrade it by adding extra 70. If you're just trying to upgrade it by adding an extra amount less than that, then you would add on, I don't know.
Like a 90
I'm not
or,
gonna give a
or
number.
something.
Yeah.
I'll let you have one more roll since you didn't understand the rules.
Okay. I'll take it.
What's your amount that you're putting toward it? And whenever I say 90, it's assumed that the 90 is of the target gemstone and also moonstone.
I want an upgrade.
As in,
That's
it's
all I
180
know.
total.
All I know is I want an upgrade. That's it.
So you're putting more than 70 on there. How much more than 70?
Fuck. Ah. 90?
90 total.
Um,
Or 90 each, technically.
It's 70 each for the normal, right?
Yes.
So 90 each,
Okay.
which is 180 total, which is more than what I had before. I don't know how this works.
Math is hard, I know. Roll dice.
I already
Science
did.
is easy.
It's 1 point more than it was before. Woo!
So what's your total?
124.
Okay. 24 with 90 is not a failure.
Yay!
And
I don't have random amounts of gold.
it does 2d6.
Yay! This is so confusing. But now I don't have to worry about 2d4 extra damage randomly. Yay. I gotta change the
Heard a
macro now.
sigh.
That's fine. That was a.
Oh, it was you. I thought it was
For me.
Thaddeus.
No, it was just me.
Oh no, I'm mildly confused now. Just mildly. But this is fine. This can be covered later.
Okay, well that was a bit of a mess of math, but whatever project it is you're currently working on, you managed to not fuck it up. You
Yay.
imagine an alternate timeline where you put everything into it and it exploded, but it didn't happen. Good for you.
90. I lose 180, so this number changes by 40. Oh, I have 420 mixed gems. 420 gold worth of mixed gems. Blech. The funny number. God damn it. Or one of them, I guess.
Alright.
What's that change? I'm good.
Anything else during this trip?
I know I got nothing.
Okay. The ship does its little warpy thing, and you guys pop out on a beachside area, and there are other Attican ships nearby.
Oh god, it's a beach episode.
You don't want to play this game.
Yes, each episode. Yes. Put the spider in a bathing suit.
I'm not beach ready yet.
But you are shunted into an area that actually has a couple other ships nearby. Looking around, this is probably like... You probably call it like a fort, maybe? It's a heavily fortified, almost town-sized structure that they've created here.
How long are we gonna be here, Cap?
This is the last stop before we head into it. So, I would like to spend a few days, get everybody properly prepared, healed up, everything necessary. Because once we actively head into their territory, it's going to be unfriendly.
Hell? That works too, I guess. Okay.
I feel bad because it's just basically been downtime, rest, travel, but that's real.
That's what D&D is to a large degree sometimes.
We need to get
Especially when you have a
it's
big
very
world.
Far away. It's very, very far away. I think I need to travel for a while.
Yeah, pretty much. I got no qualms.
But the city is in front of you. You may do with it whatever you so wish.
Let's see. It's more Attica shit, so I'm not gonna understand how the money system works. Wait, there is no money system. Yeah, that's even more confusing. I'll go explore the town, I guess. Just figure out what the hell's all here.
Everybody moving as a group.
Lore, exploration, adventure.
That doesn't answer my question.
Sounds like a yes to me.
Okay. Everybody's disembarking and they are going along. Okay. Getting a better look at the town as the ship is, I want to say coming into land, but it's coming into like partially submerge itself in water and float. Whatever it is you call that. Landing, I guess, still. Like I said, this is probably about the size of a town. It's not like a larger town. It's definitely like a fortified outpost almost size, like fort thing. I don't know how to describe this. It's very similar to like Hoax and Dragoon, whereas it is a town, but the town is functionally a fort. Like the big walls, everything else heavily fortified, things like that. But there's still like a semblance of normal goings about.
Yeah.
Looking around, there are really quite a lot of soldiers. You can see off in an area, it looks like they're running drills of some kind. And overall, it's got that very, like, militaristic feel to it.
Okay.
But looking around, you can see, like, basic amenities. It looks like someone has set up shop for a restaurant of sorts. There's a crafting area. You can see a couple different things there. You don't see much of like a magical area. You're kind of assuming that that's in like the more heavily fortified part of the town. But there are people walking about. Every now and then you see a golem wander by with its little bag of cubes.
Well, where do we want to start, people?
All the golem?
Golem's just delivering food. Why would we follow the golem?
I haven't eaten today.
Yep.
Would you like a lollipop?
That sounds
never
like a
know.
personal problem.
It is. That's why I was just gonna go grab a cube and then come back. That's all it is. In 1 minute. That's all.
You walk over to the golem and it kind of looks over at you and very robotically reaches into its bag, pulls out a cube and offers it.
Thank you. Where are we?
Asking the golem questions.
Yeah, asking the golem questions.
You are at Vatican Outpost. And then they list off a bunch of numbers.
Okay. Fair enough. Thank you. I'm gonna walk off, go back.
Hey, food
I'm not
cube
gonna ask the
now?
golem
We
any
good to
more
go?
Yep. I'm good. We could always just start in, crafting areas like we usually do. Or you can just wander aimlessly. Take a bite of my food cube like it's an apple.
It tastes as dreary as most of the cubes do.
More prestidigitated. Tastes like an apple.
Seems wise.
Kind of want an apple right now. And a food cube that tastes like coffee does not seem right.
Good.
No, it would taste fine. It'd just be weird. Biting into coffee. Coffee flavored thing. That's weird. But you never know, the crafting area may or may not have, I don't know, some Magitech crafter. Or of course we can go visit guard posts, figure out what the drills are for, or where exactly we are.
Drills are because heavily militaristic nonsense is going on, and all the stuff they're doing, they're not gonna want to share on us. So the guard posts, unless there's like them telling us, hey, here's some stuff we could get you to do, that's not gonna help us at all. And I think we're a little bit above pay grade for that at the moment. But if you want to go to the guard post, we can go to the guard post. Crafting district sounds fine, just where is the biggest problem.
There are some enchanters, like we found Dion's enchanted ring over there. And I don't know if this place have learned about rune crafting yet, so we can go teach them and maybe potentially get another item like that.
Or don't. So we
Or
have
don't.
some place of bouncing back to and getting gems to a large degree, though you've already taught it to a human outpost, so the humans are going to teach it to humans.
I feel mildly insulted by that.
Okay?
Just a little bit. That's a new feeling.
Make you feel more insulted.
Please don't.
Point being,
It's gonna spread around anyway. Eventually it'll reach these places.
yes, I understand that. Just trying to think. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that in this place that we can do, I'm sure. I just don't. Not, for some reason, altogether interested. So I'll follow you guys along at the moment.
They say we were here to refuel for some reason.
Yeah, well,
Or something.
ship requiring fuel makes sense, but yeah, that's what they said, I think.
Final preparations
No, wait,
for
we gotta
the
take a break.
heading forward.
Yeah.
I want to make sure everybody's ready to go, up to snuff.
Everything we need.
I recognize I asked to make sure people have final preparations a lot of times every time you go anywhere. That's because anything can fucking happen. Can you imagine if you got attacked by a dreadnought in that last little trip you had? That would have been awful.
We'd be dead.
Dreadnought.
Don't.
But coming
Just
through.
go.
Yes.
Now, you are.
Yeah, it's working.
You know where you are?
Beach.
Making sure you've heard everything up to this point.
I've heard her just
Been busy. I know.
didn't say anything. Yeah.
I personally am of the opinion. I personally want to go visit the blacksmith. Simply to see if they have any sort of unique metal types over here. We found flame steel at the last place.
There was nothing but a fire hellhole.
And this one's a beach.
Water steel? Yeah, good luck with that one.
You never know.
Okay.
You never know.
Didn't say nothing
I'm assuming
about
we're
that.
not on the main material plane, but you never know.
I highly doubt we're on the material plane anymore.
I don't know where anyone's going.
He said
We're
blacksmith,
checking out
no one said
some
anything
point for
else.
blacksmith.
So.
Alright. Heading over to the crafting area. looking around at the crafting area, a lot of the stuff that they have here is much akin to what you would expect back at the home plane. But they also have, like, a lot of things that... Okay, functionally it looks like, some of the wood and even some of the metals have been replaced with what appears to be like a coral-like substance.
Hey, what do I say? Special metal, I think.
I don't know if
Or
you can call
wood.
that, but sure.
It's a resource that's not typically used in places.
Sure.
Is there anyone that we can see specifically working on working on it? Or does the coral look like it's naturally grown? And we just
Looks like it's been
utilized
shaped,
it?
much akin to like wood or bone tools of types and sorts. But specifically looking around for it, you do actually come upon like, well, basically just a wood carver looking setup where somebody's got some pieces of the coral and they're just kind of chipping away at it to form it into shapes.
Hello there. I'm walking up to him.
They'll look up and give you a wave. Hi, what can I do for you?
Can you tell me what this is?
Just
As I point to the coral.
Oh yeah. There's some corals that grow around here. They're really, really hard. So we can use them for tools.
You
Pretty
know of anyone
self-explanatory.
that's making tools made out of this material?
He'll look at you and then look at the lump of coral that he's currently, like, shaping.
Oh, is he not standing on top of a ladder shaping a house? For some reason, that was the image I had in my mind.
What in
Standing on
the
top of the ladder,
fuck?
building a house. I took a giant leap in logic. I don't know where that came from.
Help. I want to go home. Help.
Gets off his imaginary ladder. Sits back in his carving station. I know a couple people.
Sit your ass down.
Well, sorry.
I'm assuming you're one of those people.
Yeah.
Do you make any daggers or swords or pickaxes?
I actually just finished up a dagger a little bit ago. Are you in need of one?
Kind of. I would like that. It's like I'm grabbing souvenirs.
Fair enough, I understand. Military's been having some trouble actually turning them into like buzz variations, so just a normal dagger, but it should do you well. Here.
Thank you very much. You know what's going on with the military at the moment?
As far as I'm aware, just normal Imperial stuff. Setting up defensive lines, making sure that we don't get got by the things that travel around you. Living in the
Things that travel around here.
outskirts. Wild and dangerous.
I'm assuming it's not normal, just wyverns and dragons and things. Something special to this area.
Well, out here there's some sort of aquatic, like, creature stuff that come from every now and then. Outside of that, luckily we haven't had any dragons, but those horrible Gif will show up every now and then.
Oh, yeah, Sylvan Waters. Right. What do you typically deal with? I noticed the wall, of course, and I saw a bunch of saw the military running their typical drills. I didn't know if that was normal or not, so I thought I might also ask about it.
Yeah, this is one of the relatively newer but more like set up things in the outskirts that they've made thus far.
Is there anything you need? I can go get you real quick. We're just kind of on break, refueling and things.
Not
Getting ready to get
particularly.
going. Oh well, okay. You all need anything? As I turn to the rest of my group.
I don't want a Carl dagger. Really and truly. So no, I'm good.
While it is very pretty, I do not want or need anything.
Ashner has his glaive that I don't believe he's going to be switching off of anytime soon.
I mean, a new glaive is always good, but like, why mess with something good right now?
Have you even added an infusion to his glaive?
Yes.
I didn't remember if we did anything to it or not.
It's got force damage on it, I think.
Well then, have a good day.
I'll give you a nod.
Turn around and walk off. I'm not lingering today.
Sorry.
So, adventure?
Ow.
They said there were some things in the outskirts we can go take care of, potentially. And I'm sure if we went to go ask the guards, they might give us more information.
You know?
But I also kind of don't want to do that, because I just, died doing that the last time.
Speaking of, as you're walking around, Savina's gonna fly off.
Just fly off. No warrant. Is this place familiar?
Thinking about it? A little bit.
I suddenly don't want to be here.
To suck. We're here. The only thing I can think of to really upgrade our potential is upgrading our base equipment. But that would require probably a lot of finagling that I don't really want to deal with.
What do you mean finagling?
Finagling as in,
finagling?
right now we have basic +1 equipment as far as I have noticed across the board. To upgrade that in any way would mean +2 or +3 variants. Those are typically made by master craftsmen and are sold at a very high price. This place doesn't deal in money, so
It would
to
probably ask
achieve-
for a token.
to get one of those, we would have to do something, I'm sure. But that is the only thing I can think of. You guys don't really, or I don't really wear armor. You guys need armor. That's the only thing I would recommend upgrading for you in that aspect. But you did just throw an inscription on his armor, and his armor is already, well, amazing. So I don't know where we can go that's better than what we already are, if that makes sense. We've hit a weird stand still kind of thing. It seems.
Yep, definitely. Yep, definitely a standstill. Yeah. Well, we can always just go relax on the ship or something for the couple days we're gonna be here. Just don't go anywhere.
Jodak, you get a little niggling at the back of your mind. You get the idea that Savina has something that she wants to show you.
Please no. Please
You
no.
can choose not to look.
She probably. I might as well look.
Okay.
I'm gonna look. Look through her eyes. I'm assuming.
Yep.
Yeah.
You do the find familiar thing, and you get a bird's eye view of Jarman's mother. It looks like Savina's flown over to the more like proper like fort-looking building. They're peering in.
You have to go find her. I don't think I'm ready to explain this to her yet.
And Savina will fly away.
I don't know what I would say. I don't know what I would do. I don't know what she would do. Honestly, I'd rather not find out just yet. She's flying away. Where is she flying to?
She's just going over the city. She doesn't seem to have a direction anymore. It's had something she wanted to show you.
Rude. It would be rude not to go visit her.
What are you talking about?
I got somewhere I need to go.
Okay.
Arik to Thaddeus, are you sure about that?
No, I am not.
'Cause
That's a choice.
that's
That's a choice.
that's a
at this
scene.
point. And that is a scene
That's
that
gonna
I don't
require a
know if
lot
I'm
of
very equipped to deal with.
yeah. That's a difficult scene.
Ella.
I'm gonna put it on hold for now.
Ella.
Wise choice.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. Is there anything else y'all wanted to go?
Are
do
you
around
going to
here?
task Savina to keep an eye on her so she doesn't get too near to you?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
That's a good thing.
Utilize your companion.
Serena has a will of her own and has been doing her own things. I don't want to dictate what she does.
Yeah, but you can still ask him to do stuff.
Yeah, and familiars are foreign to me up until this point.
Not so true.
So I need to think in 3 dimensions when I'm used to thinking in 2.
Gotta start thinking in portals, bud.
Or at least bird with a walkie-talkie.
Yeah, that too.
But the town is yours.
You went to the blacksmith. The only other place to really go to would be a magic shop, but a magic shop is somewhere over there, I'm guessing. Where it's
There's
more heavily
magic, there's
defended.
enchanters, there's Magitech. I don't know if there's a Magitech shop around here or not.
I don't give a shit about a magic tech shop. I just care about a fucking magic shop in general. A place to find magic things. Because that's the only real thing we're going to be able to use to upgrade what we already have. That's it. That's all it is.
Fair enough. I'm assuming I know of a place.
Davina's been flying around. You're aware that there's a proper, like, magic repository inside of the fort itself. Because sometimes this place is raided and they need access to those things.
It's in a different direction then.
No, it's in the same spot. Because she was also in the fort itself.
Okay. I wanna go over there. So,
People are gonna
The
wreck
restaurant smells
here,
nice.
Dion. Restaurant sounds nice, but I just ate an apple.
You don't have to eat all the cube. You don't have to just gnaw it.
Could just get some food. Food is always nice. Try the local cuisine.
I like
Here
food.
it's great.
Somebody's watching Funimation, I think? No, it wasn't Funimation.
I say we go get food.
Checking out the local fauna. Fauna. Dion.
Sure. But can we get lunch? Because I am hungry. I did not have a cube.
Lunch first, then experiments.
Yes.
No, y'all have fun with that. I'm gonna go hit up the magic place.
It's
Or
in
find it.
that direction.
Okay.
Have fun. Don't get lost.
Don't plan on it and plan on it.
Okay,
You're
so
over here, so psychic link. There.
okay, so is everyone except Tadori heading toward food area?
Yes.
Sounds like it.
I just don't know where Vashni's going.
Yeah, I'm making food.
Okay. So we'll do that first because it's more passive. What?
I said I might pass out. Fuck.
Well, obligatory try not to.
I'm trying. My eyes are heavy. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm not usually this tired.
The restaurant itself, though, it's not like a... It's not a server style thing. This is very much like a... Someone has a bunch of people making more of like a buffet thing, and it services basically... It's almost like a cafeteria, except like... better. That makes sense? Buffet-ish, I guess you could say.
Chinese buffet. Got it.
And everything in there is pretty obviously harvested from the sea. You can see various types of like prepared fish and other things, and even a pretty decent size like sushi style stuff. Just there for people to grab and sit.
Table, booth type thing. We can go to that.
There's tables, there's booths, there's a bar. Wherever it is you're wanting to go. Additionally, there's another self-service area for like drinks and stuff. It looks like it's very like hands-off.
Is it sushi?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna go grab myself some stuff and things. I'm gonna go walk over to our seat.
Just across the board. Just because I don't want to get bogged down describing 15 dozen different things. There's some pretty weird fish up there. But everything's pretty well made, not like to the same extent as like a sit-down restaurant. This is obviously just this is basically like the tavern of the city. And it's kind of shows, but given the amount of people walking around talking and otherwise having a good time, it seems to be doing its job well enough.
They're wearing like potentially dangerous type things.
Any
Like
potential? No, they're not. If there is, then it is prepared to not be dangerous.
Just double checking.
They're not having a "this will kill you" bite sitting in the middle of nothing.
Where's your sense of adventure? Knowing that it's potentially dangerous, a potentially poisonous creature.
You are currently over a week out in the Sea of Stars on a different realm in an ocean fort. I don't know where your sense of adventure is.
I'm gonna stab his sense of adventure right in the fucking spine. Paralyze that shit before it's even able to go any further.
You make some very fair points. I'm just gonna take a wild assortment of stuff, just one of everything. Let's try it all.
I would like to grab 15 rainbow trout specifically, and then sit down.
I currently only have 3 of that particular fish.
Oh god, he's a pescatarian.
I will take all 3 of the rainbow trouts, and then I'll... do they have salmon?
There's not a lot of freshwater things here.
Nope, freshwater fishes.
Yeah, it is.
Salmon are weird creatures.
Do they have flying fish?
We've got a lot of fish.
I said flying fish.
Probably, I think that's an ocean fish.
Those are typically ocean fish, yes.
I don't know its
take-
that ability.
I'll take 15 flying fish then.
Fair enough.
There's also tuna.
But they can't fly.
It's like a lake fish, I think. No. Is carp an ocean fish? I don't know. Man with the fishing pole who plays Stardew Valley way too much. Carp.
Yes, carp. That is a freshwater fish.
Yeah.
Hello. Be
Like,
careful.
yeah, freshwater.
Yeah.
Why do I know that? I don't fish. I don't like fishing.
Grab it and be careful.
But there's opportunities for conversation. You can either do so now, or we can carry on the James's things and then circle back to you guys. Additionally, there's a lot of people walking around having a good time, ranging from what appears to be the crafters of the area to the militant folks, of which there are a lot there.
Bring it over here. Yep.
Conversation that needs to be had.
I don't know.
Alright.
I'm just saying you have an ideal opportunity because food makes people talk. It's weird.
I'm gonna have a marlin.
Doesn't make
Just-
me talk.
The entire thing.
Yes.
Remind me how big those fuckers are again.
Baby.
No, that's not.
Marlin are a little bit smaller than swordfish, I believe, unless they're the same fucking thing. And then if they're about the same size, then they get up to 5,
That's a blue marlin.
8 feet long.
What'd you say,
A
Medina?
blue marlin can grow more than 12 feet and may weigh up to 2,000 pounds.
So in other words, big fish.
Yeah, I think on average like 8 feet.
Okay, just for the sake of it, because it sounds like a fun visual. There's one of those on a spit somewhere in the middle of the building. And you're kind of eyeballing it up. And it looks like there's a nearby half-orc who's doing the same.
Bring it, you won't.
You
I go towards it.
you want the fish? Oh,
I want the fish.
I mean, kinda, yeah. You want it?
Yes, I want the fish.
Wanna share?
I'm fine with that.
Cool.
Dang.
Just gotta spin a little more.
Yeah, it's fine.
At the end of that, you both kind of divvy it up on effectively that point, just over large serving platters. But who
Cut
cares?
it down.
You're growing
Cut it
boobs.
down cut the head off, cut it down the spine, and you're fine.
You were kind of on your own for ensuring you don't eat a bone.
Bleeding really bad.
Stop that.
Kind of hard not to bleed really bad
Did you
when you
cut
have thin
yourself?
blood. No. I had a really bad pimple on my forehead.
But alright, before he exsanguinates, I'm gonna go ahead and
Hey,
Hello. No, ma'am.
shut up.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the camera over to Tadori, who is heading into the fort proper.
Unless I'm being stopped, I'm just going right to the magic place.
You can go inside the fort proper. As you do so, you can see like a armory, another smithery type area where they have a bunch of things that look like they're Magitech in design. And moving forward, a enchanter's nook.
Ah, there's what I'm looking for. What else does it look like they have on display?
Got a couple people milling about. Over here they have things for like water breathing potions and things to help them like explore the immediate area. They also have a repository of healing potions and things like that. You do see a couple magic items, but they're like in the back, like in a locked case of some sort.
So not readily take it and go. Shit.
Not those.
I don't know how this works entirely still to this day. But are the healing potions on in grab and go bags?
The healing potions are just in like a supermarket soda thing, where if you take one, another one will just slide into its place.
Yeah, no, I understand that. What I'm asking is, are they just basic, or do they have more than basic healing potions?
Most of those are just boot juice, because boot juice is cheap and does everything you need it to.
I was about to say, because you and I both know boot juice is just, well, it's boot juice. It's only really going to work if you're, like, not completely dead or dying.
But the difference between boot juice and higher potions is almost negligible until it gets into the big stuff.
Yeah, I know.
The most of the time, if they need, especially if they need mass produce it, it's boot juice.
Boot juice.
He's choking on the bone.
Yeah. He is choking on the bone.
Trying to help him out.
Can't do anything with
You
that.
have to eat slowly.
Do they have any kind of equipable item that
Define?
would do water breathing stuff? instead of potion for water breathing? Because potion for water breathing, I don't imagine it's gonna last very long.
Well, these normally last like 8 hours.
Do they?
I think so. If it's not 24, water breathing lasts a long fucking time.
I thought the potions only lasted an hour.
All mommy.
Because I don't remember potions lasting that long, but I don't fucking know. It's up to you.
Yep, my bad. It's 24 hours.
24 hours. Fuck it. I don't need no goddamn. That fucker over there is saying he wants to go exploring, and that fucker's wearing heavy armor and can't swim already. So, how many of these can I take before they tell me to put it back?
How many do you gotta take?
I'm gonna try to take 10.
You try to take 10, you get a bit of a look, but not enough to, like, meh.
As soon as I get the look, I have a dude in heavy armor. Contingencies.
They shrug.
X10.
I also know, like, standing enchanter, the person shrugging at you looks to be just a soldier type who's also grabbing shit.
Oh. X10 water breathing. That's all I'm gonna put down. I don't need healing potions. We have good amounts of healing without healing potions. And I'm pretty sure we still all have a basic assortment of healing potions.
I'd hope so. I think I've tossed like 18,000 at everyone.
I have 5 still, so... Is the enchanter in here, right?
You
The
don't
head enchanter dude?
you don't see any standing enchanter like watching things. You yell. Somebody might show up.
I'm gonna go over there to the dude who stared at me for taking 10 fucking water breathing
That's a
potions
lot of
and go,
potions for one person.
I understand. They're all going into a bag of holding those, it's fine. I'm gonna go over there and ask him, do you know where the enchanter is? This is... Well, if you can't tell, it's on a tourist kind of thing. I'm helping out. And I'm gonna... What the fuck is that dude's name? Yaskir? Yeah, I think his name is Yaskir. I'm helping out Yaskir do some stuff with the Gith. And I was wondering if I was wondering where the enchanter was so I could ask him a couple things.
Kind of furrow their brow for a moment. And then give a nod. Since it sounds like you're on special assignment, I'll see what I can do to assist. Give me a minute.
Thank you.
They wander off.
I'll wait.
They return a bit later, and as they do so, they bring a older woman with them.
Is this motherfucker's mom the head enchanter? I swear to God. Anyway.
Drugs and I don't know.
I'm assuming you're the... I don't know how to put this. Head enchanter?
If you're asking whether or not I was the one that made some of these things, the answer's yes. What do you need?
Well... To put it plainly, I wanted to ask a question about this, and I'm gonna pull out my soulstone.
They'll
If
give it a
you
quizzical
could
look.
Figure anything out about it, like if you have any spells that could tell you anything about it or whatnot like that.
I could give it an identification, but it doesn't look like you've just acquired it, so by now you probably know what it does, no?
I know what it does, but I need to know more about it.
It
And I'm
sounds
trying to
more
find-
like a legend lore or something like that. That's more of the purview of the clerics. I could give it an identification if you so desire.
What would the identification give me?
I have
other than
no idea
what it
because I don't
does?
know what that is.
Fair. My party calls it a soul stone, but we have heard it be mentioned from something of the God Wars, if you know anything of that.
I enchant things.
Fair. I'll hand it over to her so she can identify it, because ritual casting is free.
So you want this identified, correct?
That'll do. And I'll also ask where the clerics are, since that's apparently something they can do
I
as well.
believe that there's a church to Glypcore somewhere by the docks area.
Thank you. And then I'll, like I said, just hand it over to her so she can identify it. Because any information is good information.
Okay. I need to review information real quick. So I'm going to toss the camera over to the party at the,
And they're gonna sit in silence,
yeah.
not knowing what to do.
in the hopes that they decide to vamp. I'll toss things over there so I can look up the history of that shit. And
I toss it over here as I started reading some information. So, great.
what choice had I?
You doing all right, Vashnir?
Question.
You should really go at that slower.
Did I have grabbed Legend lore from cleric
Yeah,
stuff?
you have to make sure to chew your food, Vashnir.
Probably.
Okay.
Fish tends to have lots of little tiny bones that, get caught in people's throats.
Now they do.
I don't know if a
Speaking of
cleric
fish.
can handle those.
These two motherfuckers are judging how you eat, Vashnir.
Well, you were just choking on a bone.
Just making sure he's okay. Gosh. Speaking of fish, though, what is your favorite fish there, Jodak?
Fish,
Or aquatic animal. I guess I'll broaden the horizons.
Arctic.
I'm a particular fan of eel and eel-like creatures.
Eel? Okay.
You're fucking weird.
Eel tastes nice. What is wrong with eel?
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Valid.
Weird.
I mean, yeah, we don't know how eels are created, and we can't breed them, and we don't know where they come from or where they go to die. But
Don't know where they come from or where they go, but we know that they're here.
And we know
No,
they
they
taste
taste
delicious. That's all we need to know.
That is the important information.
I repeat my statement.
Eels are very cool. I have to say that my favorite fish is probably a flatfish, because they're flat.
There's lots of flatfish. Are you specifically going for
Not going there.
flatfish?
Yeah, flatfoot.
Because there's also like, what is it called? Sandfish or something like that.
Sun.
That is true. Yeah, sunfish.
Thank you. And there's also
welcome.
stingrays, which
There
are
are many.
flatfish.
There are many nice flat fish. But I like the original flatfish the best.
Why is that? I heard they're mostly gritty. Staying near sand.
I mean, yeah, but the aftertaste of them it's very unique, and I think it adds a lot of depth to the flavor.
You asked for vampire. Hey, you got it.
Well, they're doing well. I have the thing whenever you guys are done.
Okay.
One more question, though, before we get back to our delicious food. What is your least favorite fish, just to see in general?
In general?
The bother worm
Yeah.
stands nearby, ready to be insulted.
Not a fish, it's a worm.
You're right.
The worm's not a fish. So,
I don't even know if it's a fucking worm.
cucumbers? No. I'm assuming you're talking about in terms of sushi type things, so things that people eat, or just fish in general.
Just fish in
Just asked
general.
Yeah, he asked you what fish you don't like
Oh.
seeing. Like at all.
What?
There's many fish.
There's a lot of fish.
Not there are.
Oh, you know those what are they called? they have a little bulb that glows luminescent. Lots of rows of teeth. You know what? I changed my mind. Blobfish. They look really weird.
Only outside of the water.
Blobfish are so cute, though.
Inside the water, it looks fine when they're at the proper depth. But when they're on the surface, they're kind of strange and unnatural looking.
What do you mean? They're so cute. They look like a grandpa.
They look like they need a jawbone, but they don't have a jaw or bones like that.
I mean, that is true, but they also look like a sad grandpa.
And he's even more sad now because you just insulted him.
It's a massive nose, little beady eyes.
Imagine wearing it as a hat.
Or don't.
Oh, really fucking don't.
The
Imagine all
textures.
the slime. Textures would get to me. Right.
So, just for your sake, Thaddeus, the other thing you were thinking of is called an angler fish.
Thank you. I was looking for this image because I know anglerfish also look very funny when they come to the.
Well, they just explode.
surface. Do they just explode?
Yeah, they just kind of explode.
Moving from
kinda
high
what the
pressure to low pressure isn't good.
It's kind of what the blobfish there has done, but it's worse for like the anglers because I think the anglers are down much further than blobfish are.
Well,
I
if you
don't
bring them up
remember.
slowly, they'll be fine. Or put them in a,
Containment
chamber?
suit.
Type
No,
thing?
not vacuum chamber. That's no oxygen.
it's it.
A containment suit. Containment thing.
No, there is a decompression chamber. I can't remember what it's called though.
Yeah. Just call it a containment thing. It's fine. We all understand.
Yeah, but there's like a special
Pressure.
room that they get pressurized and then depressurizes. I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, I know, but none of us remember what that word is right now.
Words are hard. English is one of the hardest languages on earth.
It is
Not
the
the
hardest language
hardest.
to learn.
It is one of the hardest languages to learn. Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure English is the hardest right now.
It has a lot to do with emphasis.
Yep. And a lot to do with the fact that we stole from like 12 other languages.
We're also one of the few completely, I think we're gender neutral languages.
We've also vamped
Spanish.
enough.
You're
I
right.
think.
I got what I needed, so I'm done vamping.
Eric doesn't know what the second picture is. I recognize the blobfish, but what is this other thing
that a
you have posted
cucumber?
on Discord?
Yeah, it's a sea cucumber.
The sea cucumber.
Yeah, that's a sea
Okay.
cucumber. Holy shit, I got it in one. It doesn't happen that often.
Did I miss the part where you guys were talking about a sea cucumber?
I'm missing
Thaddeus
sea cucumber
was
at the
going to
beginning.
say sea
Okay.
cucumber and then changed it to blobfish.
It's like I didn't. Where's
They
this
throw
coming
out their
from?
entire stomach to eat
confused.
things.
They do?
When they get scared, they throw out all their intestines just to get away. Which
Yep.
kills them.
Yep.
They're dumb.
Derisive
instead of
laughter.
Sea cucumber, I would have went for urchin, but you know, it's fine.
Oh no, a threat. I am now dead. Okay. So James, you are
Yeah, what
having
up?
them identify your cell stone.
Ah, my eraser. Yeah,
Right.
I lost my eraser.
Okay. Before I try to identify this, you don't have any reason to believe it might react violently, do you? That happens sometimes. Or, in other words, to phrase it in a different way, what tier type artifact or magic item do you think this is before I go looking at it?
Highest possible, probably.
Gotcha. So, in other words, follow me, we're gonna go to the safety chamber.
I don't know. I think it is somewhat sentient, just as an FYI. I don't know for sure how sentient, but I think it is.
They're just gonna give you a deadpan look at this point.
I did choose
Right.
you.
It can't talk.
Well, I'll see what I can get and then inform you as such.
But it chose me as its wielder. If that helps.
No.
Didn't think so.
They begin the process of casting the spell, and
Broke my lead, and we sit here for 10 minutes.
well, that was what was happening while they were vamping. See,
Yeah, no.
timeline's still synced up. Woohoo! But once they cast it, they have a bit of a vacant look in their eyes for a couple minutes, and then they kind of shake it off. For actual, like, item qualifications, I couldn't tell you a damn thing. But
I figured as much.
I did get weird, impressions during it. I don't really know how to describe it. It's like some of those have explained whenever they're dealing with the GIF, or they use those little chameleon packs that we give people to infiltrate with them. They're weird.
Tell me everything you can.
Well, essentially, to start it off with, there's this feeling of almost divine purpose.
Oh God!
Something
damn it.
created to fulfill a certain thing. Okay? And then, as that was going forth and doing that, it recalls some sort of an upset. Things were shaken. After which time it recalls being on the back foot for entirely too long. Next comes the desperation, increasingly so. A faint glimmer of a hope, and then immediate despair following it. The despair overwhelmed, and all things went dark. Next, I can recall some sort of vigil, almost like needing to guard something. And then it gets really fuzzy, and it cut out. That's
So
really all I've got.
It had some sort of divine purpose, which would make sense due to the fact that it was a weapon in the God Wars. And while accomplishing that, something happened, and it was gone for a very long time.
I wouldn't say gone, I'd say trapped, ensnared in something.
Trapped for a very long time. Okay. For a very long time, and then there was something after that I forgot, Eric, because I was typing.
I've said the words, they have left my brain. You may
Yeah.
rewatch the VOD. We are currently
will.
at 2 hours 40-ish.
I'll find it. It's fine. But then there was a glimmer of hope, but abruptly ending as soon as about as soon as it happened, with immediate despair. That turned into just some sort of vigil.
Like I said,
And
it
you
was just impressions. I
nothing
couldn't get much more out of it.
Huh. Does that happen with identify? I gotta say, I use spells, but I've never used that spell.
I've never had that happen before. I'm gonna have to make a log of it.
Understandable. Supposedly there are a decent number of these things around. Not a lot, I don't think, but they have to choose their wielders, from what I understand.
I do not know.
Well, that's my experience with it thus far. But the abilities it grants are vast and, what I can see right now, immeasurable. But is there anything I can do for you since you did this for me? Or is the knowledge or will the knowledge of this suffice? Bleh.
Well, as that young man who went and retrieved me said, apparently you're working with Yaskir to achieve something. Just achieve it.
Will do.
Istrid at the temple may be able to tell you more. She might have some sort of clerical divination thing.
And her name?
Istrid.
Istrid. And yours was?
I'll give you
I
a
never got
pat. And say Arik hasn't written this down yet. But you shouldn't need to say it, so you can walk away now.
Well, you have a nice day, and he'll leave. And go straight over to Istrid.
Heading to the docks. Try to find Temple.
Yeah, shouldn't be too hard.
Well, it's not.
I mean, temples are usually gaudy.
You can hear disgruntled whispering in the distance.
Just a bit.
You good over there?
I'm fine.
You sure?
Just reading some stuff and things. That's all. Carry on.
Eric doesn't actually know what Legend Lore does. Eric needs to find Legend Lore.
I can probably get it really quick.
I can find it. Blah blah blah.
Well, I have a phone that has all of the spells.
I have it too. I'm very quick at finding. I just need to find it, and I have done so.
Jesus, that's a very high level spell. I couldn't get it if I wanted it.
What level was it?
I will go ahead and say that, just as like a mechanic / world building thing here, as you run into enchanters and various other like NPC wizards and shit like that, just because they can do something very high level does not mean that they are very high level. It means that they are very, very well trained or practiced in doing exactly that thing.
Oh, yeah, no, like, NPCs don't have class levels. That makes sense.
So like, your enchanter may be able to make you a +2 weapon that does flame tongue, but do not expect that they can firebolt something for 2d10 damage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Same goes for your cleric types. The healers may be real good and the diviners may be real good, but don't expect everything that would be available to a character level of that type for them to be able to do it.
And this cleric may be very good at doing legend lore, but be really bad at healing.
Get the idea.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to give the impression that I just have these level 10 NPCs sitting around here twiddling their thumbs thinking about life.
Oh, God, no. They're good at one specific thing, and they're doing that specific thing. That's perfectly fine.
Awful and weird and awkward. Wouldn't make any fucking sense.
High-level NPCs just sitting around while there's a god-tier enemy over there being a pain in the ass. Yeah, no.
You know that's a real thing in too many fantasy settings.
Yes. Yes.
And you sit there and go, why are you not? I have no reason to do this. You can sneeze at it and it will explode.
Like the easiest approximation I could make is there's a bunch of high-level wizards just in fucking Dragon Age, and they just sit there and go, nah, I'm good.
I'll sit here in my tower thinking about life.
I'm good. You go deal with that massive threat over there. I'm not gonna do a fucking thing. Fuck you.
But that was
you just saved our entire tower. Fuck off.
That was just a quick lore thing. Like, you can find some NPCs that can do some cool shit, but that's probably the only shit they can do.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. That's the same way I run my NPCs.
Just a real quick covering my ass.
Yeah. I run my NPCs the same way, so no big deal.
But you're heading to the Temple of Glukar?
Yes.
You want to in-character ask around or just get down to business? Because it is 11:30 now.
I want to find the temple and then in character talk to the lady.
Okay, but do you want to in character talk to the people required so you can find the lady? Because it's not like they're sitting there with a name tag.
Fuck no.
Okay.
It's 11:30 and I'm tired as fuck.
Gotcha. Do the people that are eating want to do anything? Because I imagine once everybody regroups, that'll be hiccup of pain. It for the session.
They said they put on mental link, so I'm going to share the information I got about my specific stone with them through the mental link, so that they have that information.
You're within a mile from us, and it hasn't been 3 hours.
Both of those things are true.
Yeah.
Cool. What information are you sharing?
All the information I got. Go back and watch the VOD.
I got the information in my head. I didn't write anything down though, because I didn't want to.
Bitch, I gotta do the same thing, so it's fine.
You know what? It helps for whenever we don't actually pay attention and or are just tired.
I was
No, you're fine,
typing
trust me.
while you were talking, and I'm like, I'm doing these words, and he's continuing. Fuck!
Still fast.
Well, I caught up. I think I missed like only one part of it.
Okay. So, heading to the temple.
Yes. Asking around, finding specifically Istrid, and then talking to her.
You are directed to a younger individual.
Okay.
They've got the Glycorian style robes on, which is to say very like flowing design, lots of blues on it. And they look up from what they are doing and go, yes?
I was sent here by state name of Enchantress Lady.
Ah, good.
And she told me you might be able to help me legend lore this. And he'll produce the Ion Stone. Or Ion Stone? Soul Stone.
Holstone.
I'm
It's like, well,
thinking
that
Ion
one's easy.
Stone 'cause I want one. I'm thinking Ion Stone because I really want one, and because they're all very good stones.
Okay, can I have a little bit more information about it, or do I just gotta figure it out?
I will tell her what I know, just to make it quick.
She'll nod along as you go. Okay, this takes some time to actually catch the ritual. Have a seat.
And he will do so. I am more than willing to wait.
She begins the ritual process. Takes 10 minutes, and you can see the various components kind of fizzle, or, well, actually, kind of like melt and turn to water and then run away. Like, flow away. Not run. Or run. I don't know. Word choice.
It melts and flows away, yeah.
Yeah.
Because lava flows.
Well, it's not turning into lava. It's actually turning into
I know, but
straight up water.
You get the point. Water also flows.
Yeah.
So
Water also flows.
And as
flows molten glass and molten steel.
she does so and she concentrates on it for some time, she eventually kind of sits up. That's quite a lot. What would you like to know? I have an overview, but answering questions before then might help a bit.
I was told by a hag, I believe, is who told us this, that they each have weird personalities.
That's almost assuredly. They appear to be this appears to be the last remnant of something from the God War, a beast of incredible stature and scale.
this one was a beast of incredible stature?
Power, yes.
Hmm.
This is the last remnant of it. It appears it was corrupted, consumed, destroyed by a otherworldly entity. Remnants of it, it's such or such.
What can you tell me of this one's strict personality?
This one, how it was employed and what it did was it acted as, if not the vanguard, the term that means the people sent in to ensure that something reaches its destination or is protected. That Arik can't think of right now. Guardian?
Entourage.
Closer.
Escort?
Escort. That's better.
Hmm. This is going to be a weird question.
There's a lot of
But
weird
did it-
information.
Yeah, no, understandable. Did it seem to revel in the fight, or was it just simply doing a job?
It was out of necessity. It seemed to acknowledge the outcome more.
Sorry I'm being so quiet, I'm trying to think.
That's fine.
What's that? What's that?
It's a very long... I'm sure you have a lot of the information for the next question, but the only thing I can really think of is somewhat of a summary of what, or just not what, well, I guess what exactly happened during this time, if you have any information from there.
The overall summarization of it up to this point in time is... And do forgive me if I glaze over some details.
No, it's fine.
But-
There's a lot of information.
There was the God Wars, as foggy as our understanding and history of them are. This was brought into being during such as essentially a weapon. During that time, some entity made its presence known, it seems. And as a result, the various... there's a sense of others in it. Rivals turned companions, things like that. But they eventually began dropping off. As that continued, it seems like it was a guardian of an escape, for as much as it could be. Though it seems like, from the resentment of that time, it did not manage to achieve its objective. After that, it's got a lot of time just being stuck somewhere, guarding something, but I can't make out what. Refuses to tell me. And eventually it felt the pull of some of its old companions, or one of them at least. And now it's here.
The pull of one of its old companions would more than likely be... Oh, does it have a name?
It did not divulge one.
Is there a way other than casting these spells that I will more than likely never be able to cast? Is there a way to contact it?
I know not.
That's not to you, obviously. I'm trying to get a better grasp, a better understanding on these, and I don't have the means myself to do such. Obviously. It is very difficult. Just from what you're telling me, where it got stuck, I can assume what that is. It's where I first found it. I don't know how long it was there, but it was there.
The lore of that time is shrouded in darkness. I cannot say for certain.
Well, it was stuck in a massive block of stuff. So, I don't know. And this was that. Is that all you can tell me?
That's the general overview. There is a lot of stuff to sift
more.
through. I don't really know what to describe as pertinent, though. I might be able to answer questions if you have them, but...
Questions I have don't seem to be able to get me anywhere as it stands, because most of the questions I have are going to deal with its personality and how to best help it achieve what it wishes to achieve, if anything. But it's not being quite forthright with the information of what it wishes to achieve.
It had a constant of greater goals and purpose.
Yeah. Which we're on a greater goal quest, so it's going to achieve that in some regard, at the very least. And there is no information on this enemy that it faced.
There was only, like if you hit your head really hard during a battle, you wouldn't have a full recollection of the battle, you'd have flashes. That's all I could manage it. Something crystalline. And something goopy. Along with, well, probably everything else you would have found during the God Wars. There's a lot of it. Though, for what it's worth, what it just said was in reverse chronological order. So it went God Wars stuff, then there was goopy stuff, and then there was crystal stuff. And then darkness. I don't know if that helps any.
So reverse chronological, God Wars was last?
No, God Wars was first.
Oh, okay. My bad.
She said things in reverse chronological order.
Oh, okay. God Wars. To what was the other thing?
Goopy stuff?
Goopy.
To goopy stuff to darkness. I can
No,
only
God Wars to
assume what
goop to crystal to darkness.
to crystal to darkness, my bad. I can only assume what this so-called goopy stuff was, and if you've heard anything of the Forbidden Zone, that is all I can assume it would be.
Know vaguely of it, but just basically what you got during primary school.
Well, it's got a lot of goopy stuff there. Been there, done that, don't want to go back. So the crystal beings and the goopy beings were enemies of some kind.
They shrug.
I shrug back because I really am going off on a ledge here, trying to figure this shit out. It would take you way too long to write this information down, I'm assuming.
It'd be more a problem of it being fragmented.
I'm okay with fragmented information.
Like, not understandable. Quick flashes of things. It wasn't like other legend lore stuff. Normally you get some sort of divine thing telling you exactly what it is, but this was more like it was talking.
Know that, and take no offense by this, I'm merely asking a question. I don't know a lot about how these kind of things work, but I know some. I know that you worship the god of water and freedom. Would it have helped if we would have had a legend lore done by the god of knowledge, per se? Or would that have not done anything?
I have no idea.
Fair enough.
It was operating by its terms, not whatever I was attempting to impose upon it.
Also fair. I have a feeling I'm going to have to get to the bottom of this myself. But any amount of help is very much appreciated. Is there anything I can do for you in return? For you doing this for me? Because I, again, can't think of much else to ask at this stage.
Are you to be heading to the, well, back to the home plane?
Yes.
Go back to Attica at any point in time.
Attica, I don't know, but we will be heading back home.
Well, if you could make a trip to Attica, I have something I would like you to deliver to my father.
Absolutely.
They will head into the... just a moment. And they'll head into the back for a moment. You hear a little bit of rustling. And then they reemerge with a little coral figurine of some sort. It looks vaguely bipedal, almost like a golem made out of coral. It's got a derpy little face. If you could deliver this to my father. Just that little something, you know.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. I'll even put it in here for safekeeping, and I'll put it in the bag of holding. That way it won't get broke. Because I do a lot of fighting, if you can't tell. And he just kind of opens his arms and shows off the two swords.
Yeah, do be careful. It's pretty solid, but it's possible to break.
That's why we have this. And he just pats the bag of holding.
Whenever you get there, he's a tailor. Our last name is Telador. Thank you.
Telador. Tele or Tela?
Tela.
Telador. Well, I'll see. Oh, well, no, I'll make sure we stop by Attica before doing anything else once we're done. And if I'm not capable of doing it, I'll make sure those of my party that survive are.
While you're there, Father might have additional garments. You seem the fancy sort.
Well, I am a noble after all. To a degree, I guess. Don't know for how much longer. Anyway. Again, thank you so much.
I'll give you a nod.
I should really be getting back now. I'm confused. Probably not as much as you are, but now I am very much confused.
When's the last time you ate?
This morning?
It might behoove you to swing by the mess, just for no other reason than sitting at the bar, having a drink and some food. Might help clear your head. Might help clear your head.
I think that's where they still are, so...
Well then, works doubly good.
Again, thank you. And he'll swing to leave. Turn around to leave, swing to leave. What the fuck, brain?
You leave.
Yeah. And I'm be heading straight back to where they are still. Where they are at, if they are still there.
Almost certainly. Vashnir got half a fucking marlin. That's like 6 foot of fish.
We're going down on that fish too, though.
It's doing the munches and the crunching.
Go walk in, see most of a fish nearly gone. Go, what the?
He just has like an anime bone pile.
Nope. I'm not gonna ask why you got such a large
just
fish.
Just looking at bones.
I'll just, while walking over, if I can, politely ask the
No, that's not
bartender.
Def Leppard. Yeah, I got mixed up.
I was gonna politely ask the bartender / shopkeep / whatever the fuck, I don't know, if they could just get me like a basic fucking tuna sandwich.
There's a person that's like being very like chatty with people at the bar stool area. Other than that, you can see a couple golems running around, but looking around at the area, it's definitely more of like a go grab something yourself type establishment.
Oh, absolutely then. Then in that case, instead of making my own sandwich, just grab something very fast. Any amount of like cooked vegetables and cooked fish, doesn't care what. Just an assortment.
You get some anime fish on stick.
Sure. I'll take a fucking kebab at this point. I don't really care.
Listen, Arik fully knows that fish on stick is not a viable way to eat fish.
No, it's not.
But
But
part of me wants it to be so badly.
It works if you eat it sideways, like perpendicular to the stick. I've done it, so it works kinda, but not well.
Because I keep seeing those things in media and going, that looks good. I could never consume that. It'd be filled with guts and it'd be awful.
Well, typically they do get rid of it, so get rid of those.
Not in the anime, they don't.
Well, the animes are weird.
Fish guts are nutritious.
Ew, no. Oh, fuck off.
They're good for you and part of the natural.
I'm gonna go sit down at the table and go, well, I just got a lot of random and weird information, some of which you know, some of which you don't.
Probably should have disseminated the information you gave us.
Well, the information I gave you, like I said, was from an identify spell. So it's helpful, but not all inclusive, if that makes sense. Because apparently, the fucking stones decide what they tell you and don't tell you. Unlike any other magical item ever to exist, period.
Have you ever seen a magical item like these? They're kind of special.
I've heard stories of sentient weapons, not personally seen them. So, no. But these are absolutely weapons of the God Wars. 100%. Mine, specifically it seems, was a vanguard and or escort that did what needed to be done for the greater good kind of shit. More than that, I don't know. They fought some goopy crystal shit, but hey, it's about all I got. And he'll just take a bite out of the fish on stick.
We had to go fight more guardians for goopy things.
I don't think that's exactly what we need. I think that's one of, if not their enemy. I do not, however, think it was the goopy thing we fought. I think it's the fucking thing that's I opened when we took your stone.
I don't want to think about that.
Yeah, well, that's what the enemy was, more than likely. Which begs the question, yours has got to be corrupted in some way. Because if that's the enemy and the enemy has it, That's not necessarily a good thing.
Doesn't necessarily mean it has to be corrupted, and that doesn't necessarily mean that they're the enemy.
If you have something that was used against you as a massive weapon, wouldn't you figure out how to make it your own?
Yes, that's assuming that was used against them.
It was. That's what these are. That's what was going on. This is a weapon used against them. They're all weapons. That's a fact. Well, apologies. They're all pieces of weapons. The last remaining fragments of said weapon. This one, and he'll hold up his, was a beast of incredible stature and power.
It was a creature before it became crystal.
Fucking as far as I can understand, this is what we're getting from a legend lore that didn't really act like it's supposed to, from what the person who used the spell said. I can only imagine what Vashnir's or yours would give. Hell, yours would be disjointed and more fucked up, more than likely. Just based off of where we got it. Like, we got Vashnir's in a kind of normal place. We got mine in a kind of normal place. They weren't, like, terrible. Caleb, or Peon's was in a kind of normal place. Mine was in a cave locked in a crystal thing, which the legend lore and identify spells both gave me information on.
So far, all four of them that we have talked about, I think, no, except for yours. Yours was different. So our other threes were carried by some strong being that needed to be defeated before we obtained them.
The only one that wasn't that was mine, but there was also an explanation for that. Mine stayed behind to guard the exit. For whatever that means, it stayed back so it could make sure that whatever it was guarding could escape. And then it got stuck where it was. Or failed in doing such. Or something. Which would explain why it was stuck in said crystal. But also, crystal. There were goopy and crystal beings that were enemies of this thing. So the crystal could have just been imprisoning it, keeping it there.
You do specifically remember a humanoid crystal-like shape inside the mass whenever you first found it.
Yeah. There's that, sure. I didn't remember that, but now I do.
I also thought I was misremembering that, which I tend to do often.
And there was that weird humanoid shape in said crystal thing, so that could also be an enemy that imprisoned the fucking stone here, trying to fucking use it.
Or it could have been his previous wielder.
That maybe too. That's the problem. We don't know. I'm only working off of guesstimates. And using logical assumptions, goopy stuff and crystal stuff. The whole point of the goopy stuff is corruption. Like, that's their entire point. That's what they did throughout the entirety of the dwarven shit we dealt with, and that's what they're doing in the Forbidden Zone. It was corrupt and take control of. So your stone being in that, it would make sense that they're trying to corrupt / take control of it. I have no knowledge of what the fuck the crystal stuff is. I've never heard of it, never thought about it, never knew nothing about it. Period. But it seemed to act like a prison in some regard. Seemed. Don't know. Seemed. logic-wise, I am curious to find out what the fuck your legend lore, if we could get that, would give. For your stone specifically, Chodak. Because that...
You're referring to me.
That is... weird. It doesn't even... Like you said, it looks different, right, Arik?
It looks functionally the same, but it doesn't quite... Like, for instance, if you were to hold yours out and do like the I'm gonna make it glow thing, you could get the same thing from Vashnir's, but his would take a minute. Like, it's doing everything it's supposed to, it's just off. It's like the uncanny valley. Like the actual proper explanation for it, where it's like, this is a thing, I recognize it as this, but there's something wrong with this.
Yeah. Look at it this way.
I'm even more concerned.
I think yours is operating as it should, but I think it's different, if that makes sense. And I mean largely different, because, and I'll prove it with more than just one. Peon Bastion, will you hold up your stones, please?
Sure.
He'll make each of them glow.
They
Or
do
do
the
the
glow.
glowy thing. And then have, if you would, Chodak, produce your stone. And shows off the fact that it doesn't glow like it's supposed to.
What? It
Or
just
at
takes
least
it an
not-
extra second. It's like,
Yeah.
oh shit!
Yeah. See, ours was immediate. Like, they knew what to do, they knew where to go. Yours took a minute.
You're also very, how you say, typical beings. I'm very not normal. It might just take a minute for, you know,
These
me
are
to travel
also
from
alive
me
and
to
are...
that.
These are also alive and telling spells that are actively like, hey, I'm going to tell you the spell is, I'm going to tell you everything about this item, whether this item wants it to or not. And these things are saying, no, you're not. You're going to get what I give you. Period. So,
To add in,
I don't think
from
it's-
the God War, so
I don't think it's you, I think it's it.
just to add another thing into it, you were able to actually activate like the resonance thing and have him do a transformation with it. So like, it's everything's acting appropriately, even that factor.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
No,
I'm just saying it's weird.
I'm just making sure all information is available.
Yeah. Like, and I think I've said this, but I'll say it again. I don't think it's bad. I just think it's weird,
just
if that makes sense. And I don't think it has anything to do with you. I think it has everything to do with where we got it. I think it bears looking into.
I don't think it's any different than any of the other crystals. I mean,
I
you only
think
have
you'd be an
four to
idiot.
go off of,
I think you'd
and
be
these
an
three
idiot
have
to think
purely
otherwise.
elemental stuff. Mine is more.
Mine is not elemental at all.
Well,
You're essentially light.
yeah,
That's
Yours
not
is
an
very
element.
elemental.
kinda is.
That's not an element.
It kind of is.
It fits the god
Element
pantheon.
is
Light.
death.
Ice.
It fits the god pantheon.
Mine really doesn't fit in to that situation. Mine's more, I don't want to say physical, but it's more
Okay.
of a worldly thing. So it's
More of a
slightly
reason.
different there.
More of a reason to get it looked at.
We just have too small of a subset to actively make a proper comparison.
Which we would love to figure out more of all of our things. I'm not saying strictly you should go do it. I'm saying all of us should, but you should be first.
You're saying
On the
strictly,
list.
hey, there is something wrong with you.
I'm
Figure
saying
it out.
something weird. Don't take the negative. I'm saying it's weird.
You might be taking it slightly personally, though.
I'm hearing there is something wrong with you. You are weird. Go fix it, or go
Aw.
figure out what it is. That's all I'm hearing.
Then don't be weird about it. Because all I'm saying is where we got it was from an enemy of it.
You're assuming an enemy of it.
No, that's pretty much confirmed at this stage.
Not particularly.
Actually, yeah, it is, because everybody has
If you say
said,
that this
everybody
is an
that
enemy
we've
of
dealt
it,
with-
then you can say that yours was from an enemy of it because it's a crystal creature, which is also an enemy of it.
Yeah.
So why would yours be different than mine?
because where we got it with the goopy stuff, their whole thing is corruption and take over and make ours. That's why. That's why it's different. It's a goopy thing, not a crystal thing. Different things. I'm not saying
Both enemies.
mine was bad. I did my thing for that express purpose. I wanted to know more. I needed to know more. So I went and learned more. Point being, this is something that we should all look into. But it concerns me that you're not worried about where you got yours from as much as I am.
Feel you're unnecessarily worried.
Why?
Why are you worried? No, you've explained why you're worried. Words I want to use are not coming to mind.
I think my worry is perfectly valid. It was explained to us what the Forbidden Zone is and what is contained within, and that was my fucking first or second day being on this fucking plane for the first time. Or not really the first time, but first unintentional time. It was explained what the fucking Forbidden Zone is. What's there. This is now saying, the legend lore spell is now saying that those things that are there basically are the goopy things, enemies. Because what the fuck else would be a goopy thing?
It's not a goopy thing.
Besides
These could be
those.
completely different goopy things.
Oh, you're just
There's no
drawing straws
Guarantees there.
now. You're drawing straws now.
Only as much as you are. You're making
No.
very large leaps in logic.
How? How
You've leaped
exactly?
from. You're assuming that all these things are enemies. There is no guarantee that they are an enemy of.
Okay,
a
so
whatever
all the
creature
information
these
we
things
have
are.
thus far, about the Forbidden Zone is that it was had a massive role to play, or something there had a massive role to play in the God Wars. Things that are there are remnants from the God Wars. Okay, everything there is a goopy monstrosity.
Not
Okay.
everything's goopy.
Everything there is a goopy monstrosity. Everything we saw was a goopy monstrosity, save that fucking eye, which is where you got it from, by the way. Just in case you
I'm
didn't know.
aware. I remember exactly where I got everything.
So everything there being a goopy thing, and I do mean everything there being a goopy thing, right? When you get a high-level spell saying that goopy things were the enemies of these God War weapons,
the spell
what
that you
logical
specifically
conclusion would you make?
is not working correctly.
The legend lore got
Which
information
is not working
from-
correctly.
don't interrupt me, from it. The legend lore is not working as the spell is meant to. Because the spell is supposed to tell you what the spell knows. What happened instead was the object told the spell what it knows.
It sounds like the object hijacked the spell to tell you what it wants to tell you. It does not necessarily mean what it is telling you is true. It's
Why
the
would it
same thing
lie?
with conversations. Why would
Why?
The
Why would it
golem
lie?
is going
Why
to
wouldn't it lie?
wander by. Greetings.
Hi.
It sounds as though people are having an elevated conversation. Is there anything I can do to help?
You have any ice cream?
No. Sorry.
Aw. Ice cream.
No,
by the
thank
sea
you,
sounds
Golem.
nice.
If I may interject a opinion or possible course of action,
You may.
Have at it.
it sounds like one of you has done some investigating of a thing. Could you not simply investigate the other thing and see if their stories collaborate?
That's what I was asking about to have the individual do. And that's where this is where it led me. But thank you, Golem.
Does anyone require a refill? And they'll pull up a pitcher of water.
No, thank you.
I'll take some.
Yes, please.
Pour. They go over to Vashnir and pour.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Ting tong tong ting ting ting.
I'm gonna eat my food. The Golem said everything I was trying to say. That I did say twice.
I don't like being pushed towards a destination, towards an outcome that I do not want to go to. You have stated all your information in a way to make it sound like I am a bad guy.
I never said anything about you.
No,
Not once.
my
And I never said anything about it being a bad guy. I just said it's something worth looking into. And I said that 4 times. It had nothing to do with you being a bad guy, it being a bad guy. I honestly don't give a shit. You think I'm a good guy? I'm here because you're the best case scenario of me getting home. And because that bastard over there is something I owe a life debt to. And that one over there too. I want to get home. I don't want to be here.
really, you probably could have asked someone to send you home a long time ago.
I can't now. I am owed, or I owe someone else. My faith won't let me go home. If I go home now, I'm a disgrace. I gave up on that debt. And what do you think happens to someone who's disgraced?
Oh no.
Exile.
So
And then I'm
essentially
back
what you
in the
are right now.
same situation I'm in now. So no, I can't just give it up. I can't just go home and give up on all of this. No matter how much this doesn't affect me or how much I don't care. So no, I have no qualms whether you're a bad guy, whether you're gonna turn on us, whether you're gonna do whatever. I don't care. Be a brain thing, be a fucking legless monstrosity. I don't give a shit. I really don't. That's not the point. I said it's worth looking into. I said it matters. Because it's something on your person that has a chance of making you not be you. And I wouldn't want to take that chance if I were you. That's why I had mine looked into. That is it. That is all. That's all that matters. Is that so much?
That's a decision that you decide to make. Decision you decide to make for yourself.
Fine. And that's why I said you would probably benefit from it. And you should do it. Not to go fucking do it. If I wanted to force you into doing something, I'd take your stone and take it over there myself, no matter how much it hurt me.
He would probably fight you on that.
No shit. The other one burned me for grabbing it. The point stands. I would shove it in a hole and drag it over to the place I wanted it to be if I wanted to find out something about it. I just said it might benefit you. It might help.
All I'll say is I'll consider it. That's it.
Cool.
I'll consider it.
Cool. Do or don't. It's a good idea for you to do as well, Peon. Not for the same reasons as his, but for the reason of just finding out more about the damn thing. Learning its personality. Getting on its good side, I guess, is the right term. This is an ancient artifact of incredible power that is giving us even more incredible power. We're being turned into weapons, just like those things just like the beasts from the God Wars. So, we may want to find out exactly what's turning us into those weapons. Oh, shit. Vashnir, if you can pull away from the plate a minute. You're muted, Medina.
Yep, sorry, I was busy.
Oh, you're good. When we get back to the material plane, we need to make a stop off in Attica. I have a tailor to visit.
What'd you say?
When we get back to the material plane, we have to make a stop off in Attica. I have a tailor to visit. I'll explain more later.
Alright.
And he's just gonna dig into his plate and not say much for the rest. Unless spoken to, he's not gonna speak. That's the words I was looking for.
Okie dokie. Anything for the rest of the day, or just have your food and find somewhere to bed down?
I'm probably gonna, if there's nothing else anybody wants from tutorial, I'm probably gonna take the wyvern out for a ride.
Okay, you go talk to the necessary people that will ensure people don't, you know, freak the fuck out whenever you gotta do so, and then you can do so.
Yeah. It needs to stretch its wings. It was in a very hot climate, and now it's in a not so hot climate, and now it can fly around and do whatever it wants.
Yeah.
Let it go fishing a bit, too. Bet it would like that. But that's all I got.
I would like to go to the sea and use conjure animals to find an animal, a thing.
At what level?
I'll do it at third.
Third level. At the sea. Roll dice.
9 and 8.
9 and 8. Okay. All right. Sorry, but what you end up spawning is an overlarge pelican.
Damn it.
Like, its beak could probably fit 3 humanoids. It's really big.
Jesus.
While I like Big Bird, I was preferring something.
I know,
With a
but
swim
it's
speed.
what we got.
I guess I'll do it again.
Alright. What level?
You can do it at 5th level because we're probably gonna go to sleep after this.
Yeah, so I'll do it at 5th level.
Okay.
12 and 7.
Okay. This isn't gonna sound like it's horrendous and horrifically effective, but it is horrendous and horrifically effective.
Alright, put it in here.
For lack of any better terms, you effectively summon it's even weirder because it's not a fucking sea fish, but it works here. A overlarge catfish looking thing.
Heck yeah. Does it also seem like some people could fit inside of its mouth?
Probably 1.5.
Is that for medium-sized creatures?
Yes.
Okay. Had to make sure. I am satisfied with my catfish.
It was important.
He is smaller.
Yeah.
But 1.5 mediums are 3, 4 of his size creature.
Uh-huh.
Me and all my goblin friends are gonna take a ride in the catfish, BRB.
Maybe it can close its mouth and
Medium-sized-
give you like a whale-style air bubble.
3
Or it will just smash
medium-sized
you.
creatures are 6 fucking small-sized creatures. That pelican can fit 6 fucking goblins in its mouth. Oh my god.
Goblin cannon.
That is terrifying.
They're real big, but they're just normal things. Like, you're not really seeing too weird of a creature in this area.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and get some utility at the moment. I'll go ahead and do one more at 5th level before bed.
Okay, 1 at 5th before bed. Gotcha. Go for it.
Double 11.
Double 11. This is a heresy fish, is what this is. It's... okay. This normally doesn't happen unless you specify that you're trying to summon multiple creatures, but you actually summon a swarm.
A swarm?
A swarm of smaller fish.
Whoa.
It's just technically one creature in the books.
That is true.
It's weird. What kind of fish?
They seem properly prepared for toothy combat things, but they're also able to perform like the Finding Nemo school of fish, create other things with shapes.
So they're piranhas, but clownfish piranhas. That's terrifying.
Ignore us, we're
Jesus.
just a bunch of little, like, flotsam. Wait, no, they've looked away. Quick, big fish mode, attack!
Combined to form the Megazord. The Mega Fish. I'm satisfied with that, and then I will go to bed.
Alright.
As my
there's-
creatures have now reached a peak.
There's not really a common house in this particular area, but you can find bunking in the barracks, or you can head back to the ship, either one.
If
If you...
how do I want to phrase this? I have something. I'm just trying to figure out how to phrase it. I don't want, for as long as we're here, because this place seems like it's somewhere the wyvern wouldn't mind being.
It vibes pretty well with this area, yeah.
I don't want to lock the wyvern up the whole time it's here. But I also don't want the wyvern to just fuck off and leave.
Yeah. Well, it may not fuck off and leave, but it may fuck off and get in trouble. Because he's kind of real dumb.
That's the main thing, I guess. So everybody knows that I have the wyvern and I'm flying it around, right?
Functionally.
Could I what's the word? Not stockade it, it's... Could I get someone to pound a fucking big-ass log into the beach, and the wyvern and I stay on the beach?
They suggest against that, but they do give you the necessary means to tether it in place.
Why against that?
Because this is a big ocean, shit comes out of it sometimes. If you're on the beach, it can take you away.
Is there some other place where I can do the same thing?
There's a bit further inland, there's... if you soar around, you can probably find like a cliffs area. There's places away from the waterfront.
Okay, then I'm gonna go by, grab a tent, pitch the tent, and like do it on a cliffside, because that makes more sense for a wyvern.
Okay.
And I will, if the wyvern lets me, tie the wyvern up so it doesn't run off and get into fucking trouble.
It is trained.
Okay. Children's show music.
Since you asked, there it is.
Let's hear it a second ago.
So that's 2 people bedding down for the night. Anybody else, anything else, or bed down in call session?
There's a couple hours phone to pick her up.
You got anything else before we call session, Medina?
What?
Anything before we call session?
I'm probably gonna look into what he do with his stone, with my stone.
Hey.
Okay.
Next time, and that don't have to be tonight. I can do it next session.
So, make sure that you remember that you want to... Do you want it both identified and legend lord? Because those are 2 very different amounts of taxation on the caster.
And 2 very different spells. And results.
Well, the results are pretty much the same. It's just...
No. Identify gave me divine purpose. Legend Lord gave me it was a beast of massive fucking power.
Well, it still gave you the same, like, beats.
In general, yeah, but it gave me better information.
Well, yeah, because it's
it gave me different information. Yeah, it gave me different information.
But try to remember that, and I'll make sure it gets done next time, okay?
Alright.
And we'll say you probably do that tomorrow anyway, because she's only going to be able to cast it once a day. Anything else?
Yeah, that's fine. I think that's good.
Alright, so as you all find a place to rest, and you are lulled to sleep by the sounds of the waves nearby, that is where we will call session. Anything before I stop the recording?
I'm good.
You realized you've... What's the word? Filled half of my own prophecy, right?
No. What's the prophecy?
I know you didn't write it down.
I don't know. I don't know what they are.
I know. I was looking at it just in the middle of the session, and I realized you fulfilled half of it now.
Still don't know what it is.
I didn't write down what I said, but it went lovers, the fool, and hangman. The lovers was I'll explain it to you later.
But we're on recording and you made a comment.
Yeah,
Explain yourself.
Lovers is a union of some sort.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
The Fool refers to new beginnings,
Uh-huh.
new adventures. And I forgot what the Hangman was, because it just slipped my mind all of a sudden. Oh yeah, the
Well,
Hangman
he's-
was a sacrifice.
Well, he's
That's-
fulfilled.
Martyrdom.
Either 2/3 or all of that is fulfilled at this point.
No, there's 3 other cards. I didn't say the 3 cards that weren't filled yet.
No,
I don't want to, self-fulfilling prophecies and all.
I was about to say.
As if it matters, I'll find a
All
way.
3 of those are fulfilled at this stage.
Yeah. But half of it at this point.
Woo!
And you didn't even notice.
Woo!
Alright.
Best kind of prophecies are the ones that come true.
Well, so far his hit rate's pretty decent. But let's go ahead and get out of here. Goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Good night.